Check me out now. Return of the smooth operator. Shotty on repeat. I say sleep later. This another favor. Consider me your neighbor. Lost a lot of fam in pursuit of the paper. She gon' catch the vapors when we slide by. The way I speak my mind, it's like I peak my prime, but I ain't close. I cruise through the night air. Fantasy a dream. Real world is a nightmare. Like Claire battling the brainless. Learn to live shameless. Talk about me alive, but claim that I'm nameless. You aimless. So I'ma style on them. They washed up. It's a rap. Throw the towel on them. Gaining miles on them. Otakus for the win. Tacos, it depend on the mood that I'm in. Like Finn when it's time for adventure. This some new blue. Get ready to enter my mind for a few. Come and take a ride with the crew. I'ma show you how to recoup days lost when you vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. About time to regroup. Fly, got my eyes on the view. Never hear lies, only truth. Realize why they vibe with the blue. 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 Vibe with the vibe with the sky. Wait, you know the rest. I'm blessed. I see you frontin' like you ain't impressed, but I still get requests. I'm playing Zelda on the GameCube. I quit spamming my music. Don't ever try forcing the links. That's a high rule. The wind waker, Mother Nature on my side too, controlling the elements. Go and check my avatar. I'm arrows ahead. Get the point. Moving forward, the battle scars accumulated over time are reminders of what I went through as a minor, but made me a grinder. The trees broke down for this loose leaf. If life's a game of death, I'm Bruce Lee. Ooh wee. Lose sleep on the regular, trying to get this word out. Then I crash Nebula. Wish I had a very odd parent, maybe two, but it's cool. Everybody pays dues. Now it's time to make moves. Granny didn't raise me to lose. Think I'm in the mood for a cruise. Wanna ride? Come and vibe with the blue. Come 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 vibe with the. Check this out, y'all. I'm back spazzing like the elderly worth of my cousin Beverly. Never swear away from the truth. Just ask Heather, be weather, be tripping, starting to control like our destiny. Always give you the best of me until the death of me. My weaponry is a paintbrush. Hush, don't tell my secret. They get a hold of it. If you leak it, get it. Hold down here. As usual. It's cool. Got you covered though, look. But let me get back to that cool-ish, loose-ish. Why they still lying? They don't do this. Bad at board games, whole world clueless. Selling they soul for roof Chris. Who's this honored fella? Need a sliced extra mozzarella. Crew fly, let God propellers. Humanity born like they don't trust fun. Why you dodge to tell her? You don't know, but my odds are better. Life's a gamble, depending on who holding the cards. You can start living at large or it's bon voyage. Charge it to the game. Me and you ain't the same. I'm thinking bigger pictures. Why you still shrinking the frame? Ever blink in the rain? It helps when your eyes dry. Mob with the bright minds. Think you funny, wise guy? Midnight marauder with a new tribe. Tired of the fake. Come and vibe with the blue sky. Come vibe with the blue sky. Why do you try? We get them high. Take them high. What I do? Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. Come vibe with the blue. That's what up. Vibe with the. Wise grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple eyes. You can't see me, you Stevie, wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy. Dream on, yeah. Dream on, Dreamweaver.
What is up? Oh, wait a minute. This is just show you how bad I'm messing up. What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It's your boy Ernie Blerd Without Fear out here fucking up the bag early because of all the checks and balances. I didn't check to make sure I had the mic where it was supposed to be. Welcome to the 100th. I can't believe I'm actually saying this. The 100th episode of the Blerd Cave. This is a momentous occasion, and I want to take some time real quick because I know I already see all of the chat. I see people super chatting. I see people, just showing all kinds of love in the chat. I just want to go ahead and say right now, right off rip, that none of this, none of it, not a single solitary stitch of any of this would be possible without you, the gentle viewer, the gentle listener. This means the world to me. And I honestly never thought that this would ever get to 100 episodes of anything. But, it's, y'all keep it going. Y'all keep it going. Y'all make this show just one of the highlights, probably the highlight of my week. So thank you guys so much. Thank you all so much, every last single one of you, for just being fantastic, and hey, just treating your boy with kindness. Thank you guys, y'all, and it's all filing in, man. It's all like, thank y'all so much. Oh my goodness. It just, oh, Lord. Oh my God. Look, y'all been out here doing the Lord's work, out here supporting the show. It's the least I can do to give thanks and credit where it is due. And my God. Oh my god. Okay, so real quick, I do want to before we get into these super chats, before we get into these super chats and everything, I did want to let you guys know that we did have a little bit of an issue this week. I haven't heard from Carter in about a couple of days. I haven't gotten to really chit-chat with him much the last couple of days. So, I don't really know what's going on. So, y'all just make sure, keep Carter in your thoughts. Just, like I said, I don't have any details or anything like that. I don't know what's going on. I just know that He's got some stuff going on, some personal stuff going on. So y'all make sure, show some love to him. If you see him out there in the streets, if you holler at him on social media, what have you. But today I'm gonna be flying solo. So we originally had completely different plans for this 100th episode. Originally, this was actually supposed to be the first episode of the Blerd Cave. This was going to be the first time ever, originally, that we were going to have both of us in the same room at the same time. That was the idea. But a lot of things kind of happened. Some stuff kind of got in the way of that, and of course, in more recent news, other stuff just kind of came up as well. So, like I said, just keep your boy Carter in your thoughts. He's not gone from the show or anything. Just he's got some stuff going on. That's all I know. That's all that like it literally, legitimately, that is all I know. I just took it in stride, and we kept on pushing. Like I said, stuff happens all the time. Stuff happens to me all the time. Speaking of stuff happening all the time, before also we get these super chats, real quick, I do also want to let you guys know that the top 5 comics of the week. For those of you who are Blerd Club channel members, and if you are, too sweet to you. I just wanted to let you guys know the top 5 comics of the week was late this week. I actually shot it on Thursday. Yeah, I'm not going to rehash it. It's in the video. You'll see it there. But it has been posted. I posted it a little bit before we went live. So if you're looking for that, or you're like, hey, what happened? Where's the, where does it be? Where did it go? That's where it is. It's been posted. You'll probably see, you should see it. If you're on Patreon, it should be posted now. And if you're on YouTube, looking for it, it should be in the members only, or the top 5 comics of the week playlist, or in the community tab. Take your pick. Okay, now now that has been said. Okay, so let's scroll back, because my God, we have a lot of super chats here. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Actually, you know what? I feel like I'd be remiss. You know what? This is 100th episode. I got to do this. I feel like I got to do this too. We're just one moment. We're gonna get these super chats. We're one moment. I feel like I got to do this because I haven't done it yet, and I always feel like the show doesn't hit the same way if I don't do it. So here, let's can we do this for a second? Can we do this for a second? Here, let me wet the whistle real quick. Got some. This is some OJ, not Simpson. Oh. That's good shit. Let's see who we got up in this motherfucker. Oh, I see. We got my guy Geronimo Smith in the motherfucking building. We got Vivo Bryan in this motherfucker. Got Eric Morgan, Gabriel Knight in this bitch. We got Swam McGinnis in this motherfucker. Artie Aaron, 70, Rain Deb Joyce, SFC Cape Killer coming with the strap. We got Lamar Rolak up in this motherfucker. We got Blerd Radio in this motherfucker. We got this guy 38. We got Jose Pangelina in this motherfucker. We got Panther DeWar, our Jack Fellhand. We got Chase Danger in this bitch. We got Carlos Johnson, the COBY, Bentley Alexander, X-Trib, Ed Boy, all up in the cut. Big Steve, we got Monumental Comics, we got Just Another Monster, we got Nero Golden in this bitch, we got IIOMQ Axney in this motherfucker, we got BKS Ford, we got Riot Fellow, we got Mercy Giant, we got Jesse Smith, I see my homie here, Wilbur Robinson up in this motherfucker, we got Ricky Domo in this bitch, Splosh in the motherfucker, the Free Rocket Man up in here, cause hey, he just burned all his fuel out here alone, we got Miguel 2099 in this motherfucker, we got Tubes the One in this bitch. We also got the T1000. We also got my homie Absolute Venom. Gots to go get him. We also got we got Zombie Knight in this motherfucker. What's going on, Zombie Knight? We also got, let's see who else I see here. Oh, we got Jonathan McLean in this motherfucker. We got Rico Bethea in this bitch. We also got Pugetsu in this motherfucker. We also got Arthur Miles, Creek Evo, the Soulless Bankai. We also got them in this bitch. We got Malik Ross, and let's see who else we got here. Freak Gamer 26. I also see Bot Boy Versus in this motherfucker. Oh, we got Jay-Z Junior 47 J32A in this motherfucker. We got my homie R Cali One up in this bitch. Oh, and you know what? Y'all thought I wouldn't see him. We also got not just a Robo Strange, but we got the Robo Strange. And yes, we are going to be doing Invincible spoilers. We are also going to, let's see. Oh, also, I see I got my homie Black Nino up in here. Brotherhood of Evil Motherfuckers up in this bitch representing. Rekai Bujin, what's good? Pimp Ty Sam, what's going on? We also got Nick Carwell in this motherfucker. And we got Aaron Perry. I think I got, oh, nope. And I got Gilla V up in this motherfucker. Y'all thought I wouldn't see him. Ruben Hart was going down. Pimp. If I missed anybody, it was because literally I was scrolling through the chat like at lightning fast speed, so I apologize. But you know what that means? It means it is time. It is time. Let's start getting into it. Can we get into it? Can I kick it? Yes, I can. Apparently, I can. All right. So here, let's bring that up just a touch. All right, now. So, let's take a look at these super chats because, man, we have quite a few that we're going to jump into before we get into, because we do have some stories. We have a little bit of some stories. We got to stitch some stories today. Monumental Comics coming with the $5 super chat. Invincible might be the best anime of all time. Falcon and Winter Soldier, hot, said, what it do, my guys in the chat? Yes, we are definitely going to be talking about some Invincible. Invincible, for those of you who don't know, released on this, I believe it's past Thursday. They released it early. Wasn't supposed to be out until Friday. They went ahead and released it Thursday afternoon or evening, and to rave reviews, with the exception of everybody, except for IGN. IGN doesn't seem to care for it very much. But, yeah, hey, you can't spell ignorant without IGN, right? Okay, so, that said, Falcon and Winter Soldier Episode 2, also lit. Let's see here. Thank you so much for that super chat, Monumental Comics. We also got SFC Cape Killer coming through with a $10 super chat. Episode 100, motherfuckers, been here since 33. Man, dude, you know what? The fact that folks are able to go back and say they can pinpoint exactly when they came in on the Blerd Cave, Lord, that just does your boy some good. Let's see. Thank you so much, SFC Cape Killer. We also got my homie X-Triv in this motherfucker with a $10 super chat. Says, what up, no? Ernie and Carter, congrats on episode 100. Looking forward to a million more, man. Peace and blessings. Hey, we're going to keep doing this motherfucker till the wheels fall off. You got me? Till the wheels fall off. Like, I'll be riding this motherfucker into the shop, sputtering. It'll be like with the backfire, with the pow! That's how, yeah, y'all know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Jesse Smith with the $5 super chat says, doing my part to keep the lights on. Thanks for the Dr. Fate shout out. I went back to watch Doctor Strange versus Dr. Fate Death Battle after your video. Dude, thank you for that. And you know, a lot of people sleep on Dr. Fate. A lot of people sleep on him. He's a good dude. Dr. Fate is lit. He's lit. Not my personal favorite superhero, but definitely one of the goats. Definitely one of the goats. Let's see. T1000 with a $5 super chat, just putting up the fist. Just like, bam. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, T1000. Also, thank you, Jesse Smith. Also got my homie Absolute Venom with the $4.99 super chat saying, you can't be out here messing up on the 100 Blerd Cave. Come on now. Hey, would it be a Blerd Cave if there wasn't a fuck up? I feel like that's my calling card is the fuck up. The calling that's the calling card right there is the is when I mess the bag up. Like, it's always something. There's always one thing or another. God, I never understand it. But apparently I just have the worst luck. Malik Ross with a $5 super chat. By the way, thank you, Absolute Venom, for that one. Malik Ross with a $5 super chat says, first Blerd Cave early. Y'all always make my Saturdays at work. Hey! Man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. And hey, we are going to try and keep that same energy because you know what? Even though Carter ain't here, we still going to keep this motherfucker plus ultra. Let's go ahead and make it happen. Thank you so much, Malik Ross, and I hope you have a wonderful Saturday today and wonderful weekend as well. Eric Morgan with a $20 super chat says, congrats on triple digits. First, wait. I didn't have it highlight. There it is. Congrats on triple digits, bro. Great episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier. About time they gave one of our GOAT voice actors ever, Carl Lumbly, his flowers. Cast him as Isaiah Bradley was genius. As always, this message paid for by the Hellfire Trading Company. You goddamn right it was. Dude, yes. Okay, first off, I just want to go ahead and say right now, we are going to be talking about some Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 2. I'm going to tell you guys right now, when they got to the part in the show where Bucky says, I have someone I need you to meet. There's someone I need you to see. I didn't think at first that it was going to be Isaiah Bradley. But when I saw them, like when they next thing you know, they showed up and they were in the kind of in the hood. They showed they were in the hood. I was like, oh shit. And then when they knocked on the door and Buggy said, I need to speak to Isaiah, I said, Lord have mercy. I was like, I told y'all motherfuckers Carl Lubley was going to be playing Isaiah Bradley. I told y'all motherfuckers. There's evidence. There's evidence, goddammit. And I told y'all that motherfucker, I forget his name, but he was going to be playing Patriot. I told y'all motherfuckers. Well, I know I had to start going in like Rick James voice mode, but anyway. Thank you so much, Eric Moore, for that $20 super chat, man. Just out here, just killing it, man. I appreciate you. Let's see here. We got my homie Jason Davison with the $5 super chat. Says, happy 100 Blerd. This, my new Saturday morning tradition. Have to finish watching later because I didn't see Falcon and the Winter Soldier yet. But I love Dr. Seismic. Oh, I know what you're talking about. See, they saw Invincible. They saw Invincible. I appreciate you for that. Hey, and trust me, you're going to like this episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier. We're going to talk about some Invincible here very shortly. Trust me. Said, boy, you better not start crying. Hey, look, I'm not saying I'm not misty-eyed right now, okay? Splotch said, been down since episode 53. Dude, I appreciate that. Y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea. Gabriel Knight with a 1999 super chat says, always showing support. I appreciate you, Gabriel Knight, so much. Thank you so much for that. Just, dude, y'all just out here, man. I appreciate it, dude. Y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea. Let's see. R. Cali 1 with a $10 super chat says, happy 100 day. Appreciate everything you and this channel provides. Keep it plus ultra. God damn it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we do. That's what we do here. That's what we do here. God damn it. Y'all know how we do it, goddammit. Y'all know how we do it, goddammit. Chase Danger with a $5 super chat says, congrats on 100 caves. Wish I was in from day one, but I'm so glad I stumbled on your channel and the Discord. Here's to the next 100 episodes. Thank you so much, Chase. Thank you so much for that. Like I said, you know what? And I don't want y'all to know. I want to go ahead and say right now, just because, yeah, I feel like it bears saying. I don't care whether you were on some day one-ish or today is your first day being on the stream, being in the chat, catching it live, what have you. I just want to let you guys know, I appreciate every last single one of you. I appreciate everything that you guys bring to the chat, the energy y'all bring, the love y'all bring, the support you bring, whatever, all that stuff. I appreciate it 1,000,000%. Just I want to make sure, and I feel like I cannot overstate that. I cannot overstate that enough. So yes, I want to make sure y'all know that. Let's see here. Next up is going to be my homie Black Nito with a $10 super chat. Says just hopping in the super chat scrub. Congratulations, Blerd, and thank you and Carter for everything y'all do for the culture. Sending the best to our boy Carter. And yeah, once again, thank you so much. And I know Carter will appreciate that as well. Thank you. Like I said, we're just out here just trying to do, we're trying to do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to do what we do. Let's see here. Tubes one with a $5 super chat says, from one Memphian to another. Thank you so much. Because like I said, we out here. We out here, goddammit. We in the M. In the M. Goddammit. That's what we do here. Like I said, this is look. Don't make me say it, goddammit. You know what it is. It's Memphis. Nothing but Memphis. The most beautiful land in the world, goddammit. Y'all already know what time it is. Let's see here. Thank you, Tubes of One. We also got my homie Antonio Logan with a $10 super chat. Says Blerd Cave 100, baby. I'm super proud. This is only the beginning. You goddamn right it is. Like I said, we're like, yeah. I actually talked about this the other day, and this was something that Carter and I have talked about, in the past. I think ever since Carter started co-hosting on the Blerd Cave. We've talked about this. And I've talked about this with other people too. But I was like, man, one day, I would love nothing more. I would love nothing more than to see the Blerd Cave become like this awesome, just amazing show that, not that it isn't already awesome and amazing, but I would love to see it just become this amazing show that you could catch on like some TV network or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I always kind of like back in the background, behind the scenes, I always kind of jokingly refer to, our show as like the comic book Desus and Mero, but like, all bullshit aside, one day I would love to be like, oh yeah, man, we getting that Showtime money, or we getting that HBO money, we getting that, we getting that FX channel money, we get paid, pimp, Disney, like, yo, man, can you give us can we give you the back? Can you give us the cave, for a couple of seasons or something? I would love nothing more with that, but yeah, hey, it is what it is. But one day, man, I'm keeping it up here. Let's see here. We also got Cloudy D with a $10 super chat that says Celebration Day. So I just got hired at a better job, and it's the 100K. Dude, look, synchronicity, man. God damn it. I appreciate that, dude. And you know what? Salute to you for getting that better gig, for getting that bag, man. I appreciate, and then coming back and then blessing me with some of the bag. See, look. Y'all are too good. So y'all boys keep up the grind, and Blerd, grab a suit for that Hellfire Gala coming up. I want to see you pop off too, King. Hey, look, I'm trying. Look, I'm going to tell you right now. I just want to give y'all a little bit of. I won't give up too much. I'm just saying, when the Hellfire Gala comes along, I don't want to say too much about what I'm going to be wearing, because, I want it to be a surprise. I don't really want everybody to know exactly, that I'm out here, like that, but I'll probably have the taco meat out, I'm just saying, maybe I'm going to be a little problematic. I'm going to have the suit's going to, I don't want to say who's making it, because I want to make it hot for him, but, I probably have the suit, let the taco meat out a little bit, probably going to be wearing, had the pants, where the ankle's showing. I'm trying to be like Carter, y'all, and no socks. Like I said, I can't say too much about it because it's a surprise. My homie, the Robo Strange, is coming with the $4.99 super chat, says, I'm not caught up, so I gotta avoid spoilers. So let me drop this 5 to support the Blerd Co. Hey, I appreciate you, the Robo Strange, because like I said, you always out here taking care of business, handling it for your boy. I appreciate you, homie. And go enjoy. Like I said, I'm assuming you're talking about Invincible. If you haven't seen Invincible, please, dude, I'm telling y'all, the first 3 episodes are on Amazon Prime. 3 episodes are on Amazon Prime. So please do yourselves a favor. Go watch it. It is worth it. Reggie Simmons come with a $5 super chat, says, congrats on the 100th issue. It's Saturday. You know what that means. You goddamn right, man. And we are out here. We are out here. Look, hey, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man. Y'all may not be able to contain me today. I just wanted to be known. I may not be able to contain your boy today, because I'm out here. All right, I'm out here. Let's go ahead, real quick though. I do want to say, and I'm combing through the chat, man. I just want to say, man, thank y'all so much. Once again. Anyway, I saw Ty Sam say no, it did get a notification somebody got to die. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, YouTube is always fucking on your boy. So what you might have to do, you may have to go and tap that bell and like untap the bell, like completely remove the bell notifications, and then go back and then redo it, because I've actually had to do that for some of the channels that I follow, and it's just, yeah, it's stupid. It's stupid because they don't, what they don't tell you, YouTube sometimes stealth changes how the bell works, and they don't tell anybody. They just don't say anything. They just come in and say, all right, we changed this shit. All right, get the fuck out of here. It's what they do. It's what they do. It's how they always do. like I said, hey, it is what it is. Just remember, a wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. Little Gandalf there for y'all if y'all don't know. Let's see here. Was it oh, we got another one in here. Ryan Fella come with the $20 super chat, says congratulations on the 100. Ian Carter, you guys are my Saturday morning show. What was the comic book growing up that led to you becoming the Blerd you are today? Man, okay, so I'll be honest with you. There are many. Very many. But I will say, and this is going to sound like such an odd pick. It's going to sound like an odd pick because, I mean, honestly, the first comic that I ever read was, I mean, they were Batman and Superman comics. Batman and Superman, The Flash. So they always, those characters will always have a very special place in my heart to some degree or another. Regardless of how I feel about them today as characters. The X-Men have had like a profound impact on my life growing up. Spider-Man, so on and so forth. But if you want to talk about the comic that made me the Blerd I am today, and it's going to surprise a lot of people because it's actually not going to be Daredevil, it's not going to be Black Panther, it's not going to be any of the comics that I normally talk about as being like some of the comics that kind of helped bring me to the dance. But honestly, it was comics like the ones that we get, or rather that we got from Milestone Media. Because those comics were profound. I had never seen anything like them at the time. Seeing black characters on Showcase, front and center, not as tertiary or secondary characters. And I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat a little bit because that technically was a kind of a grouping of things. But I'm also gonna add another one to the list because technically it was also very profound and it changed my perspective of how I feel about comics. And it's a little comic by the name of Shadowhawk. And the reason why I say Shadowhawk is because for those of you who have ever seen my video I did on Shadowhawk, it's something I've already talked about, but this will kind of be retread for a lot of you. But if you've not seen that video, which I do recommend, if you have not seen that video, you should go check that video out because Shadowhawk is amazing. But Shadowhawk is a character that when I discovered Shadowhawk's secret identity, I was shook. I was shook for like hours after the reveal of the character's true identity. Because nowhere really in the comic did they... Because, okay, I don't want to say too much about it. I don't want to say too much about it because I know some people might want to go back and check it out and maybe, whatever. Or I guess, hell, it's old comic, whatever the fuck. Anyway, point of the matter is that there's no indication in the comic that Shadowhawk is a black man. If you go back and read the comic, what they did is they tried to kind of give you ideas of who the character might be. They would show you these different perspectives and different characters and kind of try and make you lean one way or the other to figure out who the character really is. And then it wasn't until like after, a few issues, several issues, if I'm not mistaken, when they finally revealed who Shadowhawk really is. And when they did, I was so shocked because this guy, he was, he rips the mask off and he is like, and I'm like, oh my God, it's a black guy. This guy that's been out here jumping off of rooftops, beating the brakes off of criminals, throwing them off of the tops of buildings and breaking their backs, punching them with these steel gauntlets and like severing their spines and cutting people with claws and just doing all this crazy shit. I was like, oh my God, it's a black dude. I'd never seen anything like that before. I mean, yeah, we had Black Panther, but this was like a street level, like ultra street level superhero, like no powers, no nothing. And he was out here. And yeah, that messed my head up. I was like, oh my God. Fuck his life. That's how we got LJ Mac 03. with the $15 super chat. So proud of you, Blerd. Thank you for representing us and blessing us with your knowledge and entertaining us. I know this has been a grind, but it's much appreciated. Blessings to you and your family. Thank you so much, LJ. Thank you so much, LJ Mack. Because like, LJ Mack's one of the OGs here at the Blerd Cave. LJ has been with us, God, for forever. Like I would dare say on some day one ish. Thank you so much for that. Jay Wright with the $5 super that says, I need that shirt you have on. Where can I get one? Honestly, I got the shirt at a Hot Topic like some years ago. This was I got this bad boy some years ago. I won't lie to you. It had been a minute. It had been a minute. we got Brandon Bolden with 999 super chat. Says congrats on the 100. You speak the truth and keep it 100. Greatly appreciate that. I try to, man. I try to. In everything that I do, I try to keep it 100 with y'all because, like I said, it is important to me because real recognizes real. You know what I'm saying? Real recognizes real, and you got to keep it real. And you have to be who. Like I want y'all to always know and have the peace of mind that the guy who is talking to you across from the screen is the same guy you would see out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Luzosaurus, what's going on, pimp? Conway Bergdahl, what's going on, pimp? What's up, David Hampton? How you doing? Hey, Urban Prison Strong Style, what's going on, my guy? Blackgate Comic Geek, how you doing? Yeah, they did kind of pull some mess, some ish. Had me asking some questions a little bit. When I was watching Falcon and Winter Soldier. But I tell you what, let's go ahead and get into the show because, like I said, we got a good chunk of things to talk about. First and foremost, let's go ahead and get this out of the way because I know some people probably want to come back in. Let's start with Invincible. Invincible. First 3 episodes of Invincible on Amazon Prime. Dude, this show. Just, wow. Wow. Oh my God. So, for those who do not know, or if you're not familiar, I did a video on Invincible not that long ago, within the past week or so, kind of trying to get you guys primed for what you may or may not be seeing in the animated series. The first 3 episodes of Invincible cover about roughly the first 10 or so issues. I'd say about roughly 10 issues of Invincible, which I didn't think was possible. Like, when they said that they were going to try and cover, the first, 6 or 7 or 8 trades of Invincible, I was like, bullshit. Bullshit. I know how this works. You guys are going to drag out first 2 volumes over, maybe 8 or 10 episodes. You're going to drag the shit out and just... I know what you guys are going to do. I know how this works. I've been here before. Psych! No. They said, no, we're coming out the gate swinging. We're not going to make you wait for Invincible to get his powers. We're not going to... And I'm going to say right now, I'm going to talk about some spoilers here. I also, I see Connor here in the chat just said they didn't expect it to be hour-long episodes. I didn't really expect it to be hour-long. They're actually closer to 40, 44, maybe 45 minutes. But even then... And I guess maybe because of what's been going on with Falcon and the Winter Soldier and WandaVision, where you'll see it's 35, 45 some minutes, and then about 10 minutes of that is credits. No, not in this first episode. Because I looked at the thing and said it's gonna be about 44, 40. I think it's 46, 47 minutes, something like that. And then it got to about around the 37 or 38 minute mark, and then credits started rolling, and I was like, oh. Man, I was like, they do that thing that they do on Disney Plus. Okay. All right. Well, I was going to cut the shit off, but then something happened and I got sidetracked and wasn't paying attention. And the next year I looked up and I was after about maybe about maybe a half minute of credits, it came back. And shit just started popping off. Oh my God. It was just boo. I was like, what the fuck is going on? But no, the show is just, it's fantastic. But for those who don't know, it's about a guy by the name of Mark Grayson. He is a superhero, a young boy, teenager, who is not only a superhero, he's also half alien. He's a son of the premier superhero, Omni-Man, who's basically kind of like a sardonic take on Superman. Honestly, it's kind of like if you took J. Jonah Jameson, if J. Jonah Jameson was Kryptonian, that's basically what Omni-Man looks like. He looks like J. Jonah Jameson, which is made even more funny by the fact that he's played by J.K. Simmons. It's voiced by J.K. Simmons. But it's hilarious to me. It's hilarious to me because the whole show, when I was sitting there watching it, watching Mark go through the paces, desperate to get his powers. He's out here struggling. He's trying to, he's like, you just tell he's so excited to get him. And then after he gets his powers, he starts to slowly realize that this ain't what it's cracked up to be. Like, it's cool to have superhuman strength and durability and all this other stuff, and nothing can hurt you until you encounter something that can hurt you. There's a lot of commentary there that I think a lot is going to probably, kind of float over some people's heads. I heard somebody say the other day, what's the best way to describe Invincible? It's like, what if Spider-Man had Superman powers and his dad was Superman? Like, it's kind of like that. I would even say a more accurate take would be, what if Superboy? What if someone made a gritty, because that's really what this is. It's like a gritty Superboy style story, for lack of a better way to put it. But it was really good. Fantastic. I actually enjoyed the first episode. I'll go and say right now, you've never seen superheroes get their asses whipped the way that they do on this show. Characters were literally getting broken off. Like, when I talk about, like, characters getting, like, wrecked, I'm talking about riggedy wrecked. Riggedy wrecked. Invincible is brutal. It is brutal. It is brutal. What if Homelander had a kid? I mean, look, I'll be honest with you. Dude, well, no, the messed up part is here. Here's the messed up part. Here's the messed up part with that, though. Was it Damon Hampton? So that's what I'm going to ask something. Is Mark supposed to be half Asian? Okay, so here's the thing. Mark's ethnicity has always been incredibly ambiguous because they never, if I'm not, and maybe I'm wrong about this, as far as I'm aware, they never really tell you what his mother's ethnicity is, but the way that she's drawn in the comics, which isn't that different than how she's drawn on the show, they draw her to appear as though she is not white. And they kind of make her out to be in the comics, the way she's drawn, she's almost drawn to appear somewhat Asian, like, like it's just like she's ambiguously Asian, if that makes any sense. Like, it's like they couldn't really, it was almost like they wanted to lean into it, but then they didn't want to lean into it, if that makes any sense. And I will say, Robert Kirkman does have a history of telling stories about Asian characters, because he's doing it right now with Firepower. So, I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. I couldn't not see him do it. Even though Glenn wasn't the main character Walking Dead, he was one of the main characters. Like, he was at least one of the main supporting characters, rather. And then, of course, you got Invincible. Then you've also got, Firepower, so on and so forth. So, I mean, if I had to take a wild guess, I'd say probably. And if he ain't, I now view him as such. I've always kind of viewed him as being, like a half white, half Asian kid. Yeah, which, I mean, even though technically his dad's Omni-Man, he's an alien, he's a Viltrumite, they're not really... Yeah, anyway, that's neither here nor there. Anyway, was it Gil with the $2 super chat says, congrats and salute, Invincible is everything! You goddamn right it is, Gil V. Goddamn right. Tell him. Thank you for that super chat. And boy, the couple of the $5 super chat says, when Green Ghost and Darkwing had Darkwing's body in her hands and said, oh God, she knew it was curtains. I was laughing so damn hard. Dude, okay. So yeah, by the way, first off, thank you for that super chat. But also, I laughed a lot in that part because, was it Red Rush? Basically, tell where we're going. Like I said, I'm going in with spoilers on this. So I'm gonna give you guys opportunity. If you have not seen the show, I would probably say just kind of dip for a second and then come back, because I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time on spoilers, because I can talk about everything else without really spoiling much of anything else. Because this part you kind of want to get out of the way right now. But yeah, give me about 2 minutes. So okay, here's what you do. You got you get to the after credit, mid credit of Invincible, the first episode, and there's this group called the Guardians of the Globe. They're basically like a cross between the Avengers and the Justice League. Omni-Man's supposed to be kind of like your Superman. Darkwing is supposed to be like your Batman. There's a Martian Manhunter stand-in. There's a Vision stand-in. That's actually Green Ghost. One of the other characters, she's kind of like a cross between Thor and Wonder Woman. There's an Aquaman stand-in, a dude who is literally a fish. He's like literally a humanoid fish. And then there's Immortal, who is, I guess, kind of like your... He's kind of like your stand-in for characters like not necessarily Captain America. He's like, but I guess if I had to, like, the closest thing to put him up against is maybe, like, I don't know, Captain America type, or maybe more of a Hulk type, but not with minus the anger and the transformation. Let's put it like that. Now that said, Omni-Man shows up at the very end of the episode in the mid-credits scene, and he beats the brakes off of all of them. Kills every single one. He snaps old girl's neck. The Wonder Woman stand-in. With Green Ghost, she's sitting there holding Darkwing, and next thing you know, dude, he just shows up and just wrecks her. Red Rush, who's like your Flash stand-in, he's holding this guy up and he's crushing Red Rush's skull with his bare hands, making his eyes pop out of the socket. And the whole time, Red Rush is punching him in his chest. He's punching Omni-Man's chest like with lightning fast speed. But because Omni-Man is Omni-Man, it doesn't, I mean, you can tell it's hurting him, but like, Red Rush is punching him so much that he breaks his own hands. Like, he's literally hitting him like this at lightning fast speed because his hands are fucking broken. To the point that it's ridiculous. The way he kills Darkwing, like, he literally takes that dude's... the thing that Hulk did to Loki in Avengers 1, he does that to Darkwing. And Darkwing is a regular person. Darkwing, because he's basically Batman, he doesn't have superpowers. He's literally a regular dude with gadgets and a suit. Shit's fucking crazy. But Omni-Man kills all of them, cuts off Immortal's head, and basically kind of plays possum. And because basically what they're trying to do is make it look like someone killed the Guardians, and that because everyone knows Omni-Man is the strongest of all of them, to make it, to kind of sell it, what he's doing is he's kind of playing possum because he's trying to make it seem like someone took them out, and now it's crazy, and I won't go into the reasons why because that episode hasn't come up yet, but it is amazing. It is fucking amazing. And then everything else after that is just icing on the cake because, Mark is learning how to use his powers. He ends up meeting the teen team in the first 3 episodes. The second episode, more or less. And he's we get to see him in this kind of, they haven't really done the love triangle thing yet between him, Amber, and Adam Eve, but they kind of started it with the 3rd episode. Like, it's kind of going in that direction. Which, for those who don't know, Amber in the comics is originally a white woman, but they got Zazie Beetz to play the character, so they changed the character's ethnicity and made her a black woman instead, with roughly, I would actually say, even her personality seems a bit different, because she's more, Amber, I feel like Amber is more assertive in the animated series than she is in the comic, which might be for the best. I don't know if they're going to go down that problematic road of the storyline where she's getting beat by her boyfriend or whatever later down the stretch, because eventually down the road it is going to be Invincible and Adam Eve. That's spoilers for the show, I guess. I probably should have said that, but Amber is a regular person. She's regular ass human. She has no superpowers. She's regular, degular, schmegular. But I don't know if they're going to go down that problematic route. I kind of hope they don't, because that is kind of a rough storyline. That's a rough storyline. That's not even something they spend a lot of time on, but it's something that I do kind of hope they avoid. Everything else you could do. I just don't want to see that part. Because I don't think we need to be showcasing women getting the crap kicked out of them by by their spouses. At least, of course, we see women get the crap kicked out of them, on the show as well. But I mean, just, not in that fashion. I don't want to see it in spousal abuse fashion. Superheroes fighting superheroes, cool, whatever. It's superheroes. Fuck them. Nobody except me. I agree. Zazie Beetz definitely has influence on the character. Definitely, because she is not the meek character that we see on in the comics. Was it going on Duplicate? I will say this. Okay, so Duplicate is awesome, because for those who know, Duplicate is basically like Multiple Man. Duplicate can make at this particular point in the show and in the comics, she can only make, like, I think 3 duplicates of herself. But it hence the name Duplicate. But yeah, there's some wild shit that happens with Duplicate later. That is just like, and there's a point where she says that, like, she reveals that, like, the duplicates, the duplicates that she makes they're not like copies that are soulless. They actually are her. They're not like, like it's kind of like with JB Madrox. Like, the dupes are him. But yeah, like the way she fights, like how she like just like, and how like the aliens, they was like the Flaxen that came down that they were fighting. That was freaking awesome. Like the way that they showed how Duplicate's powers work, and she's like bouncing around and fighting different ones, and one of her will get cut down, but she'll still keep going. And right when you think they're about to shoot the real her, she makes a duplicate, and that motherfucker gets clapped. And I was just like, oh Lord Jesus. Rexplode was pretty cool, but I mean, he's also a douchebag, so like they actually did a good job presenting him. Adam Eve is about how I expected her to be played. Like I was okay with that. I was pretty much okay with that. I liked how they did it. So I was trying to figure out why Red Rush was actually trying to fight him. Like, motherfucker, run. Dude's like, look, it's like, dude, you got one job, motherfucker. Run. Why are you not running? I also like how they showcased his super speed, like in the very first episode where he's like saving people, and like they throw up whenever like he gets them to where he's trying to get them. This is like, I'm like, that's actually more realistic. Because I mean, yeah, if you ran somebody like that, like just the force hitting their body, yeah, it would make them feel ill. That would make sense. That would make more sense to me. But yeah, it's so good. They did a very good job. Was it one thing about Kirby? He loves showcasing women getting abused in stories. Whether it's no. Okay, so I will go ahead and say this. I do hope that they veer clear of some of the abuse that is in the show. There's even I don't want to go too deep into it, but there's even an issue way down the line. Like I'm talking about Invincible number like 70 something. Or maybe it's 60. I think it's is it like in the 60s? I think it's like late 60s, early 70s. Where Adam Eve gets into some shit. And I was like, bruh, I don't need to see this. I do not need to see this. Like, but yeah, I don't know. Sometimes like in kind of similar to how Frank Miller makes me wonder, like, dude, what woman hurt you? What woman hurt you so bad that you have to do this? Like, who hurt you? And sometimes I feel like it's just for shock value. But yeah, he did do it in The Walking Dead a lot. I kind of blocked a lot of that out of my memory. But a lot of people don't. If you've only watched the TV show The Walking Dead, you've never read the comic, Carol catches it so bad. Carol is unnecessarily brutalized in the Walking Dead comic. Like, unnecessarily. It's just ridiculous, but neither here nor there. Let's see here. Yes, that's super speed without speed force. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they may show it. They may show. Honestly, I hope that they have the self-control to not show it. But now, if they do, just try to be tasty. All I ask is try to not make it too gratuitous, because it's like, dude, because I'm gonna tell you right now, the one that happens to Adam and Eve is probably his most brutal. The one that happens to Adam and Eve is probably his most brutal one. But I love the show. I love the way Mark is depicted. He's about roughly how I expected him to be, translated from the comics to the screen. Everything feels right there. Omni-Man, pretty much the same. I know. Now, one thing I will say is I personally feel like they also did a good job. They did a good job giving Invincible's mother, Debbie, a little bit more business to go on. The character of Cecil, who is the kind of government oversight person for superheroes, I like the way they're portraying him. It's really weird because I know it's Walton Goggins' voice, but like I can tell that he's pulling back some. But for me, I'm here for it. And I don't know, I'm debating it. Actually, and full disclosure, I actually wanted to do this yesterday. I was going to do an Amazon watch party on Twitch for Invincible. But I might do that Sunday instead. I meant to do it Friday, but just so much was going on. I was so tired. Had so many different things going on. For those who don't know, I did a 4-hour D&D one-shot live stream with the awesome Stella Luna for GaryCon yesterday. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was zapped. And then I did another interview after that, and there was other stuff going on. I also had my kid and all this other stuff. Just like, it was like, oh my god, it's too much happening, too much adulting. But so I ended up not doing it, but I may still go ahead and do it. I said I was gonna do it, so I'm gonna do it. Let's see. Kirk sit down with Bucky's therapist. Yes, he really does. Legion X420 says, love your sweet, spicy content, man. Keep it up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for that 199 super chat. Like I said, it means the world. It means the world. If people enjoy what I do, then hey, that actually, it makes my day on so many levels. It's ridiculous. Y'all have no idea. Oh, let's see here what we got. Okay, so that said, the other thing I kind of wanted to look at too in this show is The set pieces in the show, they did a really good job with those. The Flaxen were awesome. They were interesting villains because, you know, they show up, they leave, they show up, they leave. Oh, I didn't talk about Robot. I didn't talk about Robot Man. Not Robot Man, just Robot. Keep thinking about Doom Patrol. So, the funny thing about Robot, I love the fact they got was Zachary Quinto to play him, because his voice is perfect for Robot. Like I'm just, that's all I'll say. It's perfect for it. I love how they're setting up Robot and Invincible's dynamic. I love how they're setting up the dynamic between Mark as Invincible, obviously, and Rexplode and Adam Eve. I love what they're doing with the hints and teases towards Omni-Man and what's coming down the road. I don't think we'll get the Viltrumite War in the first season. I think that's going to be coming way down the road. But I am kind of slick hoping that we get to see some other aspects of Invincible that'll pop up about around roughly in that midway point. What was the other thing they did in this these last few episodes? Oh, dude, Dr. Seismic. That's what I meant to get back to. Dr. Seismic. The fact they brought in Dr. Seismic, and they're also teasing one of his arch nemesis. One of his arch nemesis was heavily teased technically in the second, but also in the third issue, and that's Angstrom Levy. They heavily teased him, which I thought was really cool. I was here for it. What was the other thing that they did? Oh, man, I'm blanking all of a sudden. I should have made notes for this stuff, but I wasn't thinking about the time. I was so caught up in watching the show. But no, Dr. Seismic, I really enjoy, because Dr. Seismic, they had some really cool little jokes with him. How, like, dude was literally going around destroying the presidential statue heads at Mount Rushmore, basically call them all like racist and slave owners. He's like, worship a real, someone truly worthy of your adulation, all this other stuff. And yeah, he was just really like super woke, super villain, which I was just like, I'm not gonna lie, to some it may have seemed kind of dumb, but to me, I love characters like that because it shows nuance to me. I know it might not to some, but to me it shows nuance because it's kind of like the reason why I actually dug, spoilers for Stargirl season 1, but it's kind of one of the reasons why I actually liked the Injustice Society in Stargirl season 1, even though, yeah, they did get clapped up pretty easy by the finale. I like the fact that the things that they wanted, the things they were trying to like accomplish, like by more importantly, all under by the means of committing world domination, the things that they wanted to accomplish in doing that weren't bad things. It was like, well, they want free healthcare for everyone. They want free college for everyone. They want racism and systemic racism to go away. They want gender and racial equality, equality for everybody. And it's like, and it made the main character, Stargirl especially, kind of pause and be like, wait a minute. Well, maybe less Stargirl, because she had more reasons to want to go up against them, but it made some of the other characters on the team, or the New Justice Society, kind of take a pause and be like, should we really be trying to stop them? Doesn't it make us the bad guys? Like, it flips things. I'm here for it. Oh, yeah. But, okay, so, but yeah, I always say, at this point, season's only 8 But here's the thing, though. Dude, it's only 8 episodes, but think about this. for 100 and I think 40 something issue comic series, they're already on like issue 10. I like, dude, like they're like, honestly, they are already hitting some like heavy stuff from like I actually kind of expected the big like, you know, super duper ultra plot twist to happen in the 3rd episode. I definitely think it's gonna happen next week when the next episode airs. But yeah, I mean, honestly, at the pace that they're going in 8 episodes, they actually could have already covered one of the first biggest story arcs, and that involves Angstrom Levy, who, for those who don't know, and I see us, hey, what's up, Vampire Hunter Greg, how you doing? But yeah, Angstrom Levy is, okay. Angstrom Levy is a guy who comes from another reality. There's an Angstrom Levy who exists in a world where Invincible is in fact a bad guy. He's not a good person. He's actually quite terrible. Angstrom Levy is awesome in that he essentially becomes like it's kind of one of the situations like where you're a supervillain because you're trying to get revenge on someone for doing something to you in another reality, even though that person didn't actually, like, it's a really weird, like, it's tough. It's hard to explain without really kind of giving away some of the finer plot points of it. But Angstrom Levy, the blue goons that we saw, the clones, the ones that argued about which one was the original, which one was not, those guys, they mentioned a mysterious benefactor. That mysterious benefactor was Angstrom Levy. Angstrom Levy basically can kind of control facets of the multiverse. Like there's an issue, I believe it's, if I remember correctly, Invincible number 33, where he sends Invincible throughout space and time and keeps making him go to these other realities, all while he's holding Invincible's mother hostage. It's insane. It is crazy to think about. That's actually how he wound up having the crossover with Spider-Man, Batman, the Avengers, so on and so forth. He wound up in the Marvel Comics universe for like a minute, like literally a New York minute, and but like all the while time was flowing normally back in his reality. Like he spent what probably felt like the better part of a day or so in the Marvel Comics universe and in the DC Comics universe, rubbing shoulders with iconic heroes and shit. But Angstrom Levy is a character who literally hangs around most of the series, and it's kind of funny because like a lot of the stuff that happens to Angstrom Levy that makes him even more evil is all shit that is like kind of self-inflicted. But yeah, just I kind of think of him like, if you took Angstrom Levy's basically what happens if you take a character like a Lex Luthor type, but give him like too much power. Like, give him too much power to enact his plans and watch how they unfold. Yeah, the Spidey crossover was amazing. Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah. You know what? When you put him that way, yeah. He is basically like the black version of the leader. Now that I think about it, yeah. I love that shit. But I'm here for it. I think the first 3 episodes are proof positive this series is going to be good. I think that, honestly, I kind of want to see Amazon pursue more stories like this. Like, I know that people want to see, stuff like Spawn, other Image Comics properties. But I'm gonna tell you what I would want to see. I would want to see. This right here is proof positive that you could make a Saga animated series. I think you could actually get away with a Saga animated series quicker than you'd be able to get away with a live action one. I think you can get away with an animated Saga series. For those who are familiar with that comic. I know it's probably controversial for me to say this, but I actually wouldn't mind, like, if they wanted to, like, revive the Spawn animated series, which I know it's on HBO Max. It's technically an HBO property. But if you, like, I mean, hell, Todd McFarlane, he owns the rights to the property. He can do whatever the fuck he wants with it. If he decided he wanted to make, like, I know they do have I think they have 2 animated series that are in the works. I don't know if they have networks yet. I know one is supposed to be a more kid-friendly version of Spawn. The other is supposed to be a more adult version of Spawn. Probably closer to what the HBO animated series was. But if they put that shit on Amazon, I could see that shit working out. I could actually see that shit working out, because even though I talk a lot of shit about Spawn, I know I'm practically famous for it by this point. I actually am a huge fan of the Spawn animated series. I just don't like the comics after a point, which I think kind of gets lost in translation when I talk about the character Spawn. Like, everything that happens after, like, issue 25 just gets ridiculous as fuck to me. I'd even say issue 20. Like, honestly, after the Batman Spawn crossover, Spawn just got dumb as fuck to me. Just because I was like, you literally got this dude with the powers of hell, and Batman is one of the only people who can hurt him. This dude's literally fought crazy ass supervillains and demons and monsters and shit. But yeah, Batman's the one who can act. Okay. If y'all aren't gonna take the shit seriously, neither am I. That's how I feel about it. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. We're gonna move on to, since we're technically talking like spoiler stuff, I'm gonna save Suicide Squad for after this. We'll talk about Suicide Squad after this. Hey, Blackgate Comic Geek with the $5 super chat says congrats on the 100. By the way, when's the Blerd Cave dropping on Netflix, dude? You know what, dude? If Netflix, dude, I'm gonna tell you all right now, dude. If Netflix called your boy up and said, "Hey, we want to offer you the bag. We want to offer you the bag for the Blerd Cave." Do y'all know how fast my ass would snatch that money out their hands? I'd be like, let's go! Dude, I'd be here for it. I would be here for it, man. I would love that. That would actually be prime as fuck. Yes. Yes. Netflix, holla at your boy. Oh, good God. Oh, my God. You say you never read The Wicked and Divine, but you know the premise, a series would be dope. I would definitely say yes. Yes, a series would be amazing. Blackgate Comic Geek, thank you so much for that super chat, by the way. Thank you so much. They gotta get edited. Hey, first off, 2-1. Look, if I get the bag, you know I'm calling you. You already know I'm calling you. You already know I'm calling you. But no, look, I'll be honest with y'all. Like, I don't even know if I'm even allowed to talk about this. I don't even think I'm allowed to talk about it. I shouldn't talk. Okay, so I'll talk about it in terms of this. I technically have an opportunity. I technically have an opportunity that I could maybe take advantage of that could possibly allow me to do that, like, maybe not that exact same thing, like, you know, putting it on like a major network, but doing something that could maybe get those eyes to look this way. The only problem is that if I do that, I'm so afraid that the way that I have to go about doing it, the rights to that thing would have to go to another company, and I would lose the rights to what is essentially my own property. So it would have to be something new. It would have to be something new. But it's something I'm considering. There are some opportunities I could take advantage of. Should I have the should I dare to dream, rather. But once again, that is the one fear I have, is that even though I am the Blerd without fear, ironically, the one fear I have is that thing, and I know for a fact it would be. When the opportunity was discussed, I would basically lose all of my rights to that thing, and I would also be beholden to a company for the foreseeable future. That's also a scary thing, because I've been a lone wolf. I've been a lone wolf for a long time. I've been my own boss for forever. I say forever, but the last like 3 years, almost 3 years, and that's a hard thing to get unused to when you've been your own boss. Is to once again have someone else be the person giving you orders, and not looking forward to it. But these are things to think about. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, man. Yeah, like I said, these are things to think about. These are things to think about. So, honestly, if I did it, yeah, I would definitely have to call it something else. I'm not giving up. Because the Blerd Cave is kind of like my baby. It's my baby. It's like I view the Blerd Cave as my personal creation. It's something that I came up with. It was something that nobody else had any input or insight into. It's mine. It's 100% mine, and I don't want to give it up. I don't want anyone else taking it from me or trying to turn it into something else that it's not. I want this to be the thing that is the most consistent thing about Blerd without fear. So, but that's it. Let's talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 2. My God, whew. Give the rights to the Black Nerd Cavern instead. The motherfuckers would look at me so crazy. They'd be like, this is what we paid for. Look, I'm going to give them the wish.com equivalent. They said, I asked for Blerd Cave. What's this? This is the Black Nerd Cavern. Welcome. But no, that said, let's talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 2. This episode opened probably in a way I think that might have disappointed some people, but I think it was a necessary open, if that makes any sense. And that is, they open with the focus being on John Walker, aka the new Captain America. We get some insight into who he is as a person. I still feel kind of like there's something deeper underlying him, but I got the impression, at least for me, for my money, I got the impression that he is a character who is trying to be sincere. He thinks that he's doing the right thing, and he does feel imposter syndrome. Like, we kind of see it early on, that, like, he's, like, you can tell that, like, he keeps saying that, like, there's a point where he tries to explain that he's not trying to be Steve, but at the end of the day, he's trying to be Captain America. And it's like, it's one of those situations where not only is he trying, but we got to also remember, he doesn't have the super soldier serum. He's a regular guy. He doesn't have superhuman strength or or any of that stuff. He's not a super soldier. And I felt like they did a decent enough job of kind of humanizing him and trying to make him feel like, which, honestly, given the nature of what the show is about and the way things are going, honestly, I don't think many people are going to be made to like him, but I feel like they gave you at least a reason to reconsider your feelings about it. Now, I think ultimately the villain here isn't even so much him. I think it's the government, because the government basically took, like, it's one of the, like, there's a lot of commentary here, and I don't know if people will catch it, but I know some people thought that the new character, Hoskins, Lamar Hoskins. They thought that he was some made-up character for the show. That's actually not. He's a character from the comics who was John Walker's sidekick back in the day. Like, they debuted together in the comics. He is essentially John Walker's Bucky. And I think that's kind of one of the reasons why Bucky wasn't crazy about the whole idea of Lamar Hoskins. But yeah, a lot of people probably saw it as like, oh, they got the white guy who has a black friend, and like, yeah, they're basically trying to make it seem like Falcon and Winter Soldier, Captain America and Bucky, yada 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 yada. Yeah, that's actually what they were going for. That was intentional. That was by design, because the government is basically trying to ape what the originals did. They're trying to ape what Captain America, Falcon, and Bucky did, but try and keep the metrics. Now, we know that the Power Broker plays into this. We got a little bit more of a direct look at the Power Broker. Or not the Power Broker, but like at the Power Broker in action, like sending people after Carly Morgenthau, who in the comics is a dude, but on this, the character has been changed to being a woman. Flag Smasher, that's one of the secret identities. I think there's been like 2 or 3 different Flag Smashers. One of them was Carl Morgenthau. This was Carly Morgenthau. But we don't really know how they got the powers that they have. All we know is that they likely came from the Power Broker, who's trying to kill them and is coming after them, gunning them down. We see Carly get a text from the Power Broker that basically says, yeah, I'm coming to kill you guys because you stole from me. And it is implied that some of the things that were stolen may have been more ways, in more ways than one, the abilities that they have. But I love how they're kind of setting this up, because I'm almost positive that by the time this is all said and done, John Walker is probably going to get powers, because both Lamar Hoskins, who is AKA Battlestar, both Lamar Hoskins and John Walker get their powers from the Power Broker. Something tells me something's going to happen somewhere down the stretch where they are going to wind up coming into contact with the Power Broker, especially since the Power Broker wants the Flag Smashers destroyed. And once again, John Walker and Battlestar, they're going after the Flag Smashers. Something tells me there's going to be some kind of cross-section and they're going to wind up working together in some capacity. Beyond that, I don't know how the Power Broker is going to play into some other things, because if I'm not mistaken, I think that is also how Joaquin Torres gets his abilities, I think. I'm not 100% on that. I'm going to have to look that up. If I'm not mistaken, let's see. No, okay. So it was different character that did it to him, but I can definitely say with all honesty that, or at least with all certainty, that John Walker and Lamar Hoskins both got their powers from the Power Broker. So whether or not that factors with Joaquin Torres is another story. Whether or not we'll see Falcon himself getting any superpowers like his telepathy, his ability to communicate with birds or whatever. Don't know if that's actually going to come into play or not. It may not. The real thing that was on Showcase here, 2 things in particular, in my personal opinion, that were on Showcase was Sam and Bucky kind of having it out. Their back and forward banter and chemistry, the reasons why Bucky feels the way he feels about Falcon giving up the shield, the way he feels about everything the Falcon is doing, why he's being such an asshole to Falcon about the whole Captain America thing, because it basically makes him feel as though if Falcon feels like Steve was wrong about him, that means that what if Steve was wrong about Bucky? And it's like this, like, once again, everything kind of comes back. Everything in this show comes back to imposter syndrome. That's basically what everything in this the story, everything that's happening here, all of it all of it stems back to imposter syndrome. Was it the high evolutionary? I believe it was for Joaquin Torres. For Joaquin Torres, it was Carl Malice. Carl Malice, I believe. Let's see here. Here, give me un momento, por favor, ladies and gentlemen. One must blow his nose. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. But no. That said, gotta keep the hand sanitizer on deck. Hands clean at all times. But no, okay, so once you get past all of that, though, yeah, everything comes down to imposter syndrome between a lot of these different characters. The fact that they all kind of feel like they're all just taking over somebody else's shoes, that maybe they don't belong in the positions that they belong in, but they're trying to do the best they can with a bad situation. You can see that with John Walker. John Walker's not, like, you can tell that John Walker didn't campaign to be Captain America. He was asked, and he took the job. It's kind of one of those situations where, like, yeah, have you ever worked in an environment where someone got a promotion that they didn't ask for, but they were offered a job and that you felt should have gone to somebody else, or maybe it was somebody else's job and they don't have it anymore because they were demoted or fired? And it's one of those situations where you look at the guy and it's like, fuck this guy. And it's like, but he's just doing a job. Like, honestly, up to this point, they've given me no, honestly, in the second episode, outside of, like, his attitude, and not even really so much his attitude, but just the idea that, like, he's trying really hard to win over Bucky and Falcon. Outside of that, I mean, they're really giving me no reason to dislike him. I mean, other than the fact that, he is Captain America, and I ultimately know down the road he is going to become U.S. agent. Which, I don't know how they're going to handle that, because I kind of feel like by this point, if you make him a racist, it would be weird. Because that's what U.S. agent is. He's this conservative, alt-right piece of shit. He's the guy that people say, oh, he's a product of his time. But the thing is, if he's a product of his time, then what does that say about Steve Rogers? Steve Rogers wasn't, that type of person. At least not on average. So I don't know how they're going to play that. I don't know how they're going to play this out. I don't know how that's going to work out, but I kind of do hope that they try to maybe make him a less insufferable character than what he is in the comics, because typically you see U.S. agent in the comics, it's like, oh fuck, here comes this guy. What racist shit is he gonna say today? What kind of borderline problematic bullshit is he gonna spew this time? But like I said, I'm here for it. I'm curious to see how Battlestar plays out, but the main thing that I think got a lot of people hype, there's two things. It was the introduction of two characters that kind of signal, I think, what is ultimately the possibly final the final dead giveaway that Young Avengers is on the way. We were introduced to Isaiah Bradley. I mentioned this earlier during one of the Super Chats, which, by the way, we actually got some more Super Chats. We got some more Super Chats here. My guy Gilby with $2 Super says, every time I see my guy, I think of the Mantis. That's right. We got Carl Lumbly, who came in to play Isaiah Bradley. And they've actually updated Isaiah Bradley in this one. Basically what they did was, instead of having the mentality, because basically they did the whole thing where he had the mentality of a child because of the lack of treatments that he got after receiving the modified version of the Super Soldier Serum while he was locked away behind enemy lines after he went on a mission, I believe it was in Germany. And that whole thing kind of just turned him into, basically just this yeah, it's basically this guy who just, his mind is regressing. And that doesn't seem to be the case here. He seems to have all his faculties. He seems to have very strong recollection of everything going around. So I'm kind of glad they left that part of the story out, even though I do think it kind of undermines some of the commentary that was being made about the Tuskegee syphilis experiments that were conducted on black individuals back in the day. Though I do think they found a way, just like how Marvel always does when they adapt things, they find ways to change things, maybe take out some of the more problematic elements, but still allow the commentary to still be there, which is what they did. The commentary is still there because we find out that Isaiah Bradley, yeah, he was the other guy. He was a Captain America, and even Bucky says he was one of the only people that Hydra feared, just like they feared Captain America, how they feared Steve. And he even talks about how back in the day, he ripped half of Bucky's arm off and beat the brakes off of him back when he was, working for Hydra. And this is a guy who's maybe not so much, this is a guy who's been through a lot of pain, because he even tells us in so little dialogue, so much pain and suffering is expressed, because we learn that he is, not only was he, this super soldier, this guy that, used to scare the shit out of Hydra, but even after he finished his missions, when he came back, they put him in jail. That Hydra tried to do experiments on him. That which is kind of a nod to some things that happened in Truth, Red, White, and Black. In Truth, Red, White, and Black, they do try and do experiments. They do make an attempt to do experiments on Isaiah Bradley. Ultimately, they fail, but instead of being trapped behind enemy lines in Germany and being imprisoned there, he's imprisoned in the States and subjected to tests and experimentations and things of that nature. So it was one of those things where he has a lot of pain built up in him. And of course, his son, or rather his grandson, it seems, Eli, he's there. Even though he doesn't really get a whole heap of a lot of screen time, he gets less than what Isaiah does. But I mean, the thing is, the fact that these characters are here, it basically lets us know, yeah, Young Avengers, whether you realize, and I know some people probably say, oh yeah, of course they're doing Young Avengers. I've been saying this for a long time too, but I still encounter people who seem so surprised that Young Avengers is something that is actually on the horizon. Because you gotta think about it. We see Eli Bradley here. We see Kate Bishop is going to be in the Hawkeye series that people are going to be watching here before too long. We also know that that Wiccan and Speed are going to be reintroduced into the MCU, likely after the events of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. We also know that America Chavez is being introduced as well, also in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Hulkling, I think, is the only character who really hasn't been teased, but it actually has been hinted at that he may even appear in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So it's one of those situations where it's like, yeah, this is happening. This is going to be a thing. I don't know if they're actually going to call it Young Avengers, but it will definitely be, there are definitely things, there are stuff and things that are happening as we speak. Let's see here. Let's see where we got LJ Brown with the 499 pounds. Says, Aaron, see you shave the stash off in order to make yourself more blurred. Just wishing you will. Yes, I had to shave at some point. It was really just me being super lazy is why I didn't shave. His hashtag, we all know Blerd kryptonite is women with glasses. Lord A is okay, not only women with glasses, but tall women. Can't forget that part. Always love tall women. I can't wait to play Resident Evil 8, where I'll be chased by a almost 10-foot tall vampire woman. Lord. Black Nito with a $2 super chat says, don't Battlestar feel like he's primed for death? Honestly, I thought they were going to clap him in the first issue. Or, not issue, but the first appearance of him. The second episode, when he got flung off of the back of that 18-wheeler, I thought it was over for your boy. I thought it was over. I thought it was a wrap for your boy. But, yeah, we'll see how that plays out. I don't know. I think it might not be a bad idea to keep him around. Let's see here. Was it Battlestar? Codename is Cap's side piece or sidekick. You know, truth be told, I don't know. Maybe? I know that Battlestar used to be called one of the Buckies back in the day. Like, they like, was it Captain America and the Buckies or something like that? Now, I actually have to look this up. I actually have to look this up now because now I have questions. Now I have questions. It doesn't seem to be the case. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be the case. It doesn't 100% seem to be the case. Seems, as far as I can tell, yeah, as far as I can tell, no. But I mean, it wouldn't have surprised me, honestly, all things considered. You know, just being brutally honest about the situation. It wouldn't have surprised me if that was the case. Look, wait, Black Gate Comic Geek. Okay, this is actually something I did want to talk about, and I almost forgot about it. I'm glad that you brought this up with the $5 super chat. It says, Walker got black folks hypnotized. He got a black girlfriend, a black best friend, had a whole ass HBCU celebrate him and not Sam. What's going on, LOL? Okay, so that's it. Okay, so that whole scene at the very beginning, that is something I actually did think was, okay, first off, he's on Good Morning America. Good Morning America is at a HBCU. This is a school that, like, okay, literally everybody here is black. I think I saw like 3 white people, like, in the entire school. But I love the fact that, yeah, this guy is sitting in his old locker room where he used to play football. And literally, black girlfriend shows up. She's like, oh, I used to sneak in here to come see you, blah, 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 yada, yada. And then we bring in the black best friend. You got Lamar Hoskins, like. And the thing is, here's the fucked up part. You know, okay, I'm going to tell you what John Walker reminds me of. I'm going to tell you who John Walker reminds me of. I actually have a friend just like this motherfucker. Like, or rather, I had a friend just like this motherfucker. We're not really cool anymore, by my estimation. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But I've also known plenty of other white people just like him. He's one of those guys that he probably just grew up around black people. And even though he's kind of a cornball, yeah, he knows a little some. He might be a little bit of a cornball. Yes. But he's just one of those dudes that, like, yeah, hey. He's like, oh, yeah, I went to a black school, grew up in a black neighborhood, just is what it is. And honestly, I would love to see them play that up. I would love to see them play it up. Just lean into it some more. But no, I like, honestly, in the end of it all, I really want to see more of what they're going to do with John Walker, because I'm very curious. Very curious to see how Zemo plays out, because Zemo was name dropped and then shown at the very end of the last episode. So curious to see exactly what they're going to get out of Zemo. I know technically what they want is to get some information out of him in regards to how to shut down the Flag Smashers and all this other shit, but something tells me, like, they're going to wind up having to get him out, because Zemo is out. We know they show him still being in prison. Something tells me that he's going to leverage something to where he can get out of prison and go back to doing what he's normally going to do, or he's going to escape before they can get to him. Either one works for me. Actually, I think him escaping before they get to the prison to see him is more likely than not. But I know there have been some things that have been hinted at saying that Zemo's role is going to be surprising to some. So who knows? Could be anything. Was it Conway Bergdog with the 499 Super Chat says they beat DC to the good cop, bad cop thing, didn't they? They actually did, because a lot of you may not know, but originally DC was planning to make a Green Lantern Corps movie with Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart both in the movie at the same time in kind of a similar capacity to what we got with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And yeah, I'm thinking DC probably wishes they didn't drag their feet with that one. But yeah. Oh, shit. We got Lamar Rolak with a $10 super chat. Says, hey, congrats on the 100th episode. You and Carter make my shift go so much smoothly. Hey, we try, man. We really do. Let's see. Yeah. Creek, you are 100% correct, Creek. Yes, he was John Walker's Bucky up until a point. They did have to change the name. Well, it's kind of like, I think was it last week or the week before we talked about how the term cowboy was a slur against black cattle ranchers. It's kind of the same idea. Kind of the same idea going on there. Yeah. And yes, like I said, a lot of people don't think about this, but there are different versions of the super soldier serum that are out there. That's kind of why I think the whole thing with Isaiah Bradley was always so interesting to me, because America was scared of Russia or Germany or any of their other enemies getting their hands on super soldier serum documents and being able to recreate the serum before the United States could. Because, yeah, think about it. When Captain America was first made, when Steve Rogers got the serum, Dr. Erskine was killed before they could do anything else with it. So literally, the knowledge, the inner workings of the serum died with Dr. Erskine. So even the serum that Isaiah Bradley took was an inferior version to the one that Steve Rogers took, because they were just kind of making some shit up as they were going along, trying to recreate what Dr. Erskine did. And a lot of people don't think about that, which is why, even though Isaiah Bradley was technically a super soldier himself, why he wasn't exactly on the level as Steve Rogers. It was kind of one of those situations where it's like Steve's here and like Isaiah's like right there. Yeah, like it's like they're right underneath. Because a lot of the things that, and we also, Isaiah never really got the opportunity to really push his superhero career to the point where maybe he could have been equalized with Steve Rogers. But it was always positive that he was not quite on the level, not quite on the same level. But even then, he was still on a level above most everybody else, for lack of a better way to put it. Which, I don't know. Take it how you want to. I mean, if USA teamed up with the Thunderbolts, do you think Battlestar will be as well? I mean, possibly. They kind of seem like, I mean, they could very well be a package deal. Yeah, the serum was incomplete. It wasn't the same. It was not the same serum. Oh yeah, and the Flag Smashers, they very much are the red herring. Like, I don't think they're not the main bad guys. I can tell you that right now. I do think that their cause is interesting, though. That's something I don't think people are talking about enough. The cause that the Flag Smashers are rooting for is they want the world to go back to the way it was during the blip when everybody was dead. And only half the universe was alive. They want the world to go back to that because, and the reason why it's kind of funny that they're doing this is because all the people who came back, they're getting all this government aid. The government's doing everything they can to get these people back and get them reinserted back into society, to some degree or another. Some less so than others. And their whole mentality is that the government cares more about the people who came back than the ones who never left. And it's one of those situations where it's kind of a selfish cause because at the end of the day, it wasn't like the people who left had a choice in it. And I don't think the Flag Smashers understand that. It's not like everybody's like, oh, magical vacation, I'm out, bye. No, they were essentially, for all intents and purposes, killed. Even though technically they weren't killed, they were just displaced out of reality. But yeah, I kind of feel like the Flag Smashers' whole like identity, their whole mantra, their mission statement is one that I don't know if they've really thought out. Like, it's a cute one. It's different than I think some other things that we probably could have seen, but it's like, oh, bless your heart. You think those people you feel bad because the government's trying to help these people who came back, and it's like. Now, granted, we don't really know exactly what it is the Flag Smashers went through. We haven't really gotten their side of the story yet, so I'm going to reserve judgment, but I do think it's a very interesting hill to die on, that whole thing. But, let's see. Let's see. Battlestar is still around, if I'm not mistaken. Battlestar was in the Sam Wilson Captain America run when Nick Spencer was on the book, if I'm not mistaken. Battlestar shows up more than a few times. That said, I haven't seen him in very much lately, far as I can tell. Sounds like an allegory for the case for reparations in real life. Yeah, it kind of does, actually. It kind of does. Like, it's like one of those things like, I've got questions. Flag Smashers be like, Thanos was right. Exactly. But yeah, no, but yeah, Battlestar is a character that I wasn't expecting them to put on the show. Honestly, what I kind of thought was going to happen, when I saw the guy walk into the locker room with John Walker, and I saw Hoskins on his fatigues, I looked at him and I was like, did they just hire an actor to come in and be like an Easter egg? Like, is it Marvel? Y'all are wild for that, man. Y'all hired this black man to come in and be this Easter egg character that y'all are never going to do anything with. And then flash forward to like maybe a couple of scenes later, this motherfucker shows up in a whole ass costume and then even refers to himself as Battlestar. Like, I was like, all right. Yes, Battlestar did go back to wrestling. Yes. Battlestar did go back to wrestling. And yes, Bucky's reaction to him calling himself Battlestar, he was just like, get me out of here. He was like, get me out the back of this goddamn Jeep. Get me out this motherfucker. Oh. As the Darkman X with a $5 super chat says, Flag Smashers have a potentially anarchistic ideology. No borders is definitely a left position. I would love to see more of their ideology. That part, I think, is another thing that I think doesn't get talked about either. Because basically, yeah, that's the part that actually came from even the first episode where Joaquin said that their belief is that the world was more united when there was less people. And, honestly, it's kind of, they're a very interesting outfit. Because, I don't know, I feel like there's something going on there. I feel like there's something else going on there. I don't know. And yes, there should have been a Galactica joke. There should have definitely been a Galactica joke. But yeah, that was Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like I said, the show was lit. I enjoyed it. See, oh wait, here was the Ninja Genko with the $5 super that says, was it Check Angle says, you Cap and Bradley, Nature versus Nurture. It has a ring. This was mine because it would have tested on a black person first, plus fast switch muscle. Well, I mean, here's the thing. With that whole thing with Isaiah Bradley, technically, what they were doing was, in Truth Red, White, and Black, they were testing. They didn't test the super soldier serum that they were concocting on white soldiers. The one that they like, the one that Dr. Erskine created. Yeah, of course, he's a Steve Rogers. The ones they kept trying to come up with after that, they were only testing on black people. I think out of 200, I think it was over 250 some odd soldiers that they tested on, Isaiah Bradley and maybe a handful of people from his unit were the only ones who survived, and even them ended up eventually dying, either because of ridiculous idiotic behavior or thinking they were invincible when they really weren't, and some dying from the serum itself. But it was rough. It was pretty rough. But yeah, that one's a wild one. I definitely want to see more of Isaiah Bradley. That is without a doubt. I definitely want to see more of Isaiah Bradley. I'm kind of hoping we get to see him and Bucky kind of interact again, but I think it's more likely we'll see Sam and Isaiah Bradley interact. One thing I do kind of hope that they do put in, and I don't know, it's something that always kind of struck me as awesome, but the scene from Truth Red, White, and Black where they show they show the wall where he has all these pictures where he's taken with celebrities like Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali and Spike Lee and Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., so on and so forth. I kind of hope they put that scene in there. I wonder if they show that, to show what his how he went from having this life to not having this life, and then why no one talks about him. I want to see more commentary there on that note. But I would also like to see a flashback to the Isaiah and Bucky fight. I would like that. I actually would not be against that at all. So, there you go. But let's see. Let's keep it moving. Let's push on to... What was it? Oh, we got another super chat. Dude. What is it? Black and Comic Geek with the $10 super chat says, last thing I'll say, now shut the fuck up. You don't have to shut the fuck up. He said the queer baiting with between Sam and Bucky was at level 9,000. They literally had them in couples therapy. YouTube won't let me spell out the whole... Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. Which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's whatever. Yeah, YouTube is... Don't get me started on YouTube. Yeah, it was really weird because, it's one of those situations where, there are certain moments that I was looking at and I was like when they got, beyond the whole staring thing. And some people think that's all that people are looking at. But no, just, everything. The whole... honestly, there was no reason for the therapist to drag Sam into that couples therapy bit. I mean, technically, yes, because, she did kind of mention, Sam did come up during one of their therapy sessions and, or whatever, but I don't know, just the way she was treating the whole thing, and then, of course, the way that they kind of, fuck with each other sometimes, is kind of interesting, too, because it's well, there's a certain point where they almost kind of take it to a point where it's oh, wait a minute, what's this all about? I can't tell if they are trying to make each other uncomfortable or if what else is going on here. But yeah, I totally get it. It was one of those things where they kind of try to make it seem oh, are we gonna go there? Maybe. No, you're not gonna go there. Stop playing. Y'all aren't gonna go there. Quit lying to the public. Is that out of context? They would have kissed Falcon in The Winter Soldier. Lord, y'all need to quit. Y'all need to quit. But no, the Sea of the Grass is what was another one that got me. I was just like, if this was any other franchise, they probably would have kissed. Even if it was just jokingly. Something tells me there's probably something on the cutting room floor. There was probably a scene where, like, they pecked each other, or one of them pecked the other one on the cheek just to mess with them, and they cut it. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if we found that out later. Jarrell Bozen with the $5 super chat says, I wonder, will Marvel ever do a new Warrior series? I know they were supposed to years ago and even had a cast. They could do it now. So basically what happened was that was supposed to be on Freeform. And it was going to be new Warriors with Squirrel Girl added onto the cast. And I'm kind of glad that fell through. They did film a pilot episode, but it never got picked up. But I would love to see it now. I think that might be one of the things they may want to take a look at as the new Warriors. Like, that could be awesome, because, I mean, you could bring in Night Thrasher, you could bring in Nova. Hell, was it Justice or Marvel Boy back then? Firestar, Speedball, Silhouette, you know, you can bring in all those characters, man. It would be amazing. I want to bring in the OG cast, though. OG cast. As far as, like, the characters from the comics, I mean. And let's see. Carlos Johnson with the 999 Super Chat says, congratulations on making it to 100. Love all you and Carter do. Sending thoughts and prayers to Carter. For Falcon and Winter Soldier, I hope they mention Americops or Left Winger and Right Winger. They were Bucky's. Yes. I'm kind of curious if they'll ever do that. A lot of people don't remember those characters. Left Winger and Right Winger. The 80s and 90s were weird. The 80s and 90s were weird, but anyway, yeah, those are actual characters' names. But yeah, I'm curious to see where they go with that, because I think Left Winger and Right Winger were during the time that John Walker was like legit Captain America, if I'm not mistaken. Once again, thank you. Let's see. Eagles Sixers fan keeping it real says the MCU is not that original, as Erin Kellyman is playing a version of the role that she played in Solo. Okay. And I mean, let's be fair. What is original? I will hand to you the quote from the Nas song. No idea's original. Ain't nothing new under the sun. It's never what you do, but how it's done. I mean, if we really want to be honest with each other, like brutally honest with each other, Solo is basically a Cowboy Bebop movie. But at the same time, the characters, not exactly the same. Enfys Nest is not exactly the same character as Carly Morgenthau. For one particular reason, we don't know anything about Carly Morgenthau. I mean, if we're going to boil it down to just base similarities, then I could say that John Wick is a copy of Liam Neeson from Taken, if we just really want to go there. But, I mean, sounds like a salty DC EU fan. Probably like the Snyder Cut. I appreciate the $5 super chat, though. Tubes1 with the $10 super chat says, the show sort of frames the Flag Smashers as the antagonists, but if you think about it, the world seemed more together than before. Then as soon as the politicians came back, America put themselves first again, which is, yeah, well, and that's something that I kind of appreciated that Falcon brought up when John Walker and Hoskins were talking about, basically talking about freedom, like these, in reference to the Flag Smashers trying to be these, supposed freedom fighters trying to fight back against the government for having the resources that they have. But Sam also kind of clapping back on him, saying that, well, usually that's what governments say when they're the ones in power and they have all the resources. Anyone who tries to come to get the resources is usually considered some kind of dissident, as opposed to just being a person who needs something. But yeah, neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. I will compare that movie. I will compare Cowboy Bebop to Solo because that's what it was. It was a space cowboy movie. Honestly, it's the closest thing you'll probably ever get to an actual live-action Cowboy Bebop movie, if I'm being brutally honest with you. I liked Solo. I did not hate it. I mean, yeah. Was it perfect? No. What is? Let's see. Now, let's officially move on to Suicide Squad. Let's officially move on to Suicide Squad. Okay, so. What do we got here? Bam, bam. There it is. Okay. So, oh, wait, real quick before we do that. Poe Archery Media with the $5 super chat says, happy 100 episode. You and Carter in the community are awesome. Thank you for existing. Hey, and thank you for existing as well. Also, me and you, we're eye to eye here on that Snyder Cut business, man. Eye to eye. Eye to eye. Like power line. Like power line. Let's see here. Let's go take a look. Let's talk about some Suicide Squad. So we got the Red Band trailer for Le Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad, the movie that is being helmed by James Gunn. A movie that a lot of people said the original Suicide Squad was trying too hard to ape on James Gunn's style with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, which I don't disagree in some respects. But we got a really interesting setup here as far as the characters go. We got to see what was it? Polka Dot was it Polka Dot Man, and I believe it's Polka Dot Man. I think it's Polka Dot Man. I think that's who Das Malchin. I think that's who Das Malchin is playing. I gotta double check that because there's so many fucking random and sundry ass characters in this movie that is not even to be believed. Let's see here. Yep, Polka Dot Man. I was right. So yeah, so we have John Cena's Peacemaker here on the left. We got David Dastmalchian's Polka Dot Man here right in the middle. We've also got Joel Kinnaman's Rick Flag. We've also got Peter Capaldi's The Thinker. And we've also got King Shark, who we now know is being voiced by Sylvester Stallone in this movie, which I just thought was... They did a lot of showcasing to King Shark. King Shark just shows up in so many different aspects of this trailer. But one of the things that I loved about this trailer is the jokes. Like, this is, to me, this is more in line with what I think a Suicide Squad movie should have kind of shot for. Even though they did kind of have this in the original movie, I feel like it's better crafted here. But I love how, I love how literally they're supposed to be like, you can kind of tell they're supposed to be like undercover to some degree. Yeah, we got like, got fucking John Cena's Peacemaker wearing the shirt. Wearing the little polo shirt, whatever, with the little alligator on. I'm just like, dude, get me the fuck out of here. But what they're doing here is, in this particular shot, they're supposed to be going to go save Harley Quinn. She's behind enemy lines and supposedly being held hostage. And then Amanda Waller is sending them in, which, by the way, Amanda Waller being reprised in her role from the original movie by Viola Davis, who looks like she could not be less here for any of this bullshit. Luthor said, why does Polka Dot Man Lee made the costume out of a twister board, Matt? That's because he did. I'm pretty sure he did. But when they get there, I love how Idris Elba just got his feet out with the sandals on. It's fucking amazing. I'm here for it. But yeah, basically when the team shows up to try and save Harley Quinn, come to find out, she's already broken out of whatever hostage situation that she was in, and it just kind of, it's all played for laughs. It's really cute. But we get to see, this is actually right here, this is Michael Rooker. He's playing the character Savant. So we got that. And let's see here. We have also got Weasel. We see Weasel. He's like licking the glass. Looking like a freaking psychopath, more like. But that's Weasel. Lord why. And then, of course, we get this shot here where, like, King Shark is literally just walks up and snatches a dude. Just walks up. Dude's sitting here minding his own business. King Shark just walks up, stuffs the dude straight down his gullet. I fell the fuck. This is actually the part of the trailer where I was like, oh, y'all serious? I was like, y'all serious? Y'all are really going for this shit. I'm like, okay, all right. I mean, this works. That's fine. I won't lie to you though. I'm actually with you. I'm here with you, Hiroyu Noshi. I technically kind of wish they would have went for the Hammerhead version of King Shark, but you know, hey, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? But yeah, I love this because we get lots of instances where we get to see King Shark just out here acting a whole damn fool, and I'm here for it. I love it. This is fantastic. It's great. Like, I honestly didn't even realize, like, who was... I didn't even catch the voice at first because I was too busy laughing the first time that I was watching the damn trailer. But, you know, once again, look, even in some of the, like, the background shots, King Shark just back there chilling. Just back there chilling. They're having a whole, like, bit of business with Peter Capaldi, who, by the way, is a picture-perfect version of the Thinker. Like, this is the Thinker I was hoping was going to show up on the CW Flash, but no, these guys James Gunn leaned into the ridiculous comic book nature of a lot of these characters, where, like, Peter Capaldi literally looks like he is picture perfect for the Thinker right here. This whole scene is hilarious because you can tell that the old Suicide Squad is trying to break in the new Suicide Squad, basically trying to get them hip to how missions and proceedings work. But at the end of it all, once again, it's all play for laughs. We get this other scene right here. King Shark literally ripping a man in half. What the fuck? Yes, this was a red band trailer through and through. I'm here for it. I like it. I am here for it. I am 100% here for it. It is great. We say he looks like a Doctor Who villain, which is made even more funny by the fact that he was Doctor Who up until recently. Oh, God, I love it. Love it, 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 love it. There's different versions of King Shark, yes. There are different versions of King Shark. Look, something tells me, and I do agree, I see, as I said, it's basically King Shark's be the stand-in for Groot. I gotta love how they're doing it, like, because for me, I have this thing of suspicion, Weasel and Shark, and King Shark are gonna get a lot of business in this. It's gonna be ridiculous. But don't get attached to anybody, because I'm pretty sure there's a reason why we're not seeing as many of the characters as what we would probably like to think that we will. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, they made King Shark. Yeah, he's not built and muscular. They made him more like he is in the Harley Quinn cartoon. Also, I kind of appreciate it because he's a thick boy. Like, yeah, King Shark definitely, he's usually more muscular, but I actually kind of like it that they just made him like a big, thick boy. Like, it's thick boy summer over here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this waist. This ain't a waist that's been working out. This is a waist of a man that just literally went and bought a 24-pack of crystals. If y'all know what Crystal Burgers is. But yeah, I love it. I love like the goriness, the bloodiness of the trailer. It's pretty freaking awesome. I'm here for it. I dig it. I like a lot of the shots that they use in this trailer. Like this part right, like I said, King Shark got all the business in this trailer, pretty much. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I love it. Let's see. Like you can see, look at that tummy. Look at that tummy. This man just got done eating 2 hot and ready's by himself and crying on his couch because he has no friends. Lord. Why do I feel like this guy knows me? I feel seen. I feel seen and heard. Look. I don't want to shame this man. I don't want to shame this man because I've been him. I've been him. I am him. I'm King Shark. Oh, God. I am King Shark. I have been there, man. I was there. Actually, the reason what I know about the crystals, because, okay, look, no bullshit. I don't look. I look, okay. I don't want to. I'm not trying to stunt, but your boy got a crystal right here. Your boy been slick snacking on crystals this whole show. Plug. See? Crystal. Booyah. This stream, by the way, is not sponsored by crystals. Though if you would love to. But if you would like to sponsor the show, by all means, please. Now, man, we ain't got White Castle down here. You know, some people tell me White Castle is better. I've had White Castle. I like White Castle, but I'm not gonna lie. The fact that I would have to drive. The fact that I would have to drive like 3 hours to get to a White Castle, it ain't worth it to me. So I'd rather just go right up the street, get these little small sandwiches, call it a day. Look, you get a little, yeah, look. Small sandwiches, man. So delicious. Very good. Once again, this is the Crystals Memorial Blerd Cave. I feel like I'm plugging for Crystals. Anyway, but yeah. One thing I do appreciate is that we do get a shot here at the end. And it confirms something I told you guys a long time ago. Starro is in this movie. I told you, motherfucker, Starro was in this motherfucker. And guess what? He is! This is Starro right here. On the screen. This dude right here literally refers to him as a fucking kaiju. I love how kaiju has just been co-opted. We've co-opted kaiju has become such a major part of like pop culture. We have literally co-opted it into our own like our own personal pop culture. But yeah, I love it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. What's even more awesome about it is I love how like wibbly wobbly he is when he's walking around. It's just like it's fantastic. But yeah, there's a lot of characters in this who I'm fairly positive are not going to survive. Because we did get to see Pete Davidson's Blackguard. I think we got like a blink and you'll miss it look. I think we got a Blink and You'll Miss It look at Mei Ling as Mongol. Ratcatcher 2, I think we saw a little bit of, but I kind of got this thing as suspicious she's probably going to get clapped. But who knows? Maybe not. I think that, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We also saw a TDK. I think we got a Blink and You'll Miss a shot of Nathan Fillion's TDK. We got to see a little bit of Captain Boomerang for like a little bit. We got to see a little bit more of Idris Elba's Bloodsport. That was in there. Of course, also with oh god, what was the name of the other character I'm trying to think about? Oh, it's the character that Alice Braga is going to be playing. Sol Soria. So yeah, we got to see a lot of different stuff. I was actually really impressed. The trailer looks good. It looks fantastic. I won't lie, I am a hair concerned about how well this is actually going to play out. But, oh, wait a minute, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I got some good news, y'all. I've got some good news here. I just got a message. Actually, this came from a private number. Hold on, I gotta check this real quick. Hold on. I got a message from a private number. I think I have Carter here. Hold on. I think this sounds like Carter. Let me. Hello?
Ernie?
Yo, hey, Carter, is that you?
I don't want to hear shit about I told you so. I was right. I don't want to hear that shit. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. What? Yeah. Where you at? You sound like, dude. You sound like you're in like a phone booth.
I can't tell you where I'm at, fool. There is treachery afoot. Okay? I woke up this morning. I was all hype for fucking episode 100 of Blerd Cave. I was gonna do a whole bunch of shit. Cut backflips and do all this shit. I watched Invincible. It was fire. Some of the lines were kind of wooden, but I still thought it was fire. And I watched the fucking Suicide Squad trailer. And the next thing I know, fucking Miss Gladys comes into my goddamn room. I don't even know how she got in my place, but all of a sudden, this bitch got warrants.
What?
This bitch got warrants, wakes me up out of my slumber, and I don't even know where I'm at. All I know is I saw 6 big built Caucasian motherfuckers dressed like Foot Clan members chasing her, and all of a sudden now they chased me. I can't even tell you where I'm at.
God, dude, are you okay?
I think so.
What the hell? Dude, wait, so I mean, so you just on the run now? Like, is this your life now? Are you just on the run?
I ain't running from nothing. I ain't never ran from nothing in my life. I'm just walking fast. That's all it is.
So you're like Harrison Ford in The Fugitive now, apparently.
I don't know where Tommy Lee Jones at. He might be one of these Foot Clan fools been chasing me for the past 6 hours. Listen, okay? I see you talking about Suicide Squad. I like the trailer. I'm one of those people that like the David Ayer version. So this version seemed like it's going to just blow that version out of the water. The John Cena talking about eating penises and stuff. John Cena's been getting really gross, but it's funny. I'm trying to get my mind off of running from random Foot Clan Caucasians because I'm kind of tired and I'm out of breath. I'm 32 and out of shape. So I made it to the next curve and was out of breath. So I just need to talk about something else real quick.
Hey, dude, I mean, hey, dude, you're in the right place. You're in the right place.
That's, episode 100. I've been on for maybe 40, 50, I don't fucking know. I can't do math right now. I'm running from people. All I know is it was episode 100. I was not going to miss it for the world. I don't want to hear anything about, I don't know about that Miss Gladys woman, Carter. That seems kind of sketch that she would just up and do some good. Okay, I don't want to hear no I told you so from you, motherfucker. Okay, I know. I shouldn't did it. I know I shouldn't have did it. She was a good assistant, but now we know why. Okay?
Look, Sally Miss Gladys got a pass.
Miss Gladys got... Okay, okay, shit. Okay. Hey, everybody. I can't tell y'all where I'm at. Happy that you all have been enjoying all these episodes with me and Blerd. I see. Oh shit. Okay, I gotta go.
Well, there you have it. That was that was that was Carter. That was Carter, y'all. Oh my god. Well, you know what? Yeah, hey, at least we can say we were able to get Carter on for episode 100, even if it was only for a brief moment. Was it Gladys? Gladys's acronym called it. Oh Lord. Oh god. Carter got he's a bull face. Y'all ain't shit. Oh god. Hashtag free Carter. Look. Look. Y'all killing me. Oh my god. Y'all are killing me. Okay. So we got Carter back. He wasn't able to stay for long, but hopefully next week he can figure out a way out of this mess that Miss Gladys has gotten him into. And maybe we can get him back. Maybe oh my god, I'm dead. Oh god. Oh god, this about took me out, man. This about took me out. Blackgate Comic Geek. The $5 super chat. The Carter's a missing person Jimmy Woo was looking for in WandaVision. Oh god damn, I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for it. Okay, here, give me. Whew. Oh god. Oh Lord. Anyway, and here. Bam! There you go. Don't be coming here with no agendas. We were having fun up to that second. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. That said. So a joke last week about cancel Carter. And now this is going down. Cancel culture don't play. Hey, dude, cancel culture's out here, man. They get you, man. They Miss Gladys got found. Oh, Miss Gladys got found out. Shy-Tie Dan with the $5 super chat says Miss Gladys got Carter running from the hand. Also, congrats on episode 100. Thank you for that, man. Thank you for that. Like I said, man, much love, man. Much love. I was just glad that, yeah, honestly, I know Carter really wanted to be here today, so I'm just glad that we were able to get him in some capacity. Even though, yeah, he's a man on the run, all he has to do is just tell Tommy Lee Jones what's really going on, and he could probably sort this whole thing out. But I'm glad we were able to get him, even if it was only for a few minutes. But yeah, I'm going to echo some of the same things he said about the Suicide Squad trailer. I'm looking forward to it. I'm here for it. I don't hate the David Ayer Suicide Squad movie. I don't think it's a good movie either, but it wasn't a movie that was so offensive to me that I felt like my time was wasted. I just thought they made some really poor choices, but I was ultimately, at the end of the day, I was entertained. Which is more than what I can say for the Snyder Cut. That said, release the Carter cut. Oh Lord, said release the Carter cut petition. Y'all ain't shit. I love y'all though. Just the same. let's keep moving. We still got some other stuff that I kind of want to get into. This is more like some housekeeping business. Yeah, actually, since we were talking about Suicide Squad, talking about cuts, Warner Media CEO Ann Sarnoff came out recently and shot down. This was, what was it? It's about 5 days ago. When the released the Ayer cut. Give David Ayer's chance. All this, Snyder cut bullshit. Warner Media CEO Ann Sarnoff came out and said, no. She said, nah. But basically in an interview with Variety, she talked about the recently released 4-hour cut of Justice League and DC Films' future plans for its superhero franchises, and her response was that to the idea of people clamoring for more Snyderverse bullshit or like future Justice League sequels. She basically said that that basically Warner Brothers and DC are thankful for his many contributions to DC. That was basically all they had to say about Zack Snyder. And that when asked about the director's cuts, she said, we will not be developing David Ayer's cut. And now this also kind of came up too because there was some bullying. There was lots of talks of like people bullying and issuing death threats to Warner Media executives, DC Comics executives because of the whole Snyder Cut thing. And this was something that's been pretty well documented, which is why I have such a negative opinion of the Snyder Cut and the people who avidly cry out for it, because they go about it in ways. It's like, dude, this is for a fucking movie. You're like, where was this energy when we were fucking fighting for civil rights? Like just this past year in the wake of George Floyd. Were you out here putting on the cape for George Floyd, but you're gonna put the cape on for a fucking movie? Get the fuck out of here. Sitting here, make me so mad I can't even finish this little small tiny hamburger. But why do people feel like they have to go that far to get what they want? I'm just saying. You motherfuckers was out here sending death threats to the CEOs, the executives of Warner Media over a fucking movie. And not even a particularly good one. Where was this energy for Breonna Taylor? Where was this energy for George Floyd? Where was this energy for the several black men and women who were lynched across the country during the summer of 2020? And all of these lynchings were written off as suicides because black people totally hang themselves. Okay, cool. All right. In public places, no less. Yeah, that's normal. Where was this outrage for Trayvon Martin? Tamir Rice. But no, we're going to put on the cape for a motherfucking movie? Okay, all right. Interesting hill to die on you got there. Like, I mean, that's a very interesting hill to die on. I find it incredibly disappointing and downright and fucking terrifying that motherfuckers could put on the cape for Zack Snyder but not for Rayshard Brooks. You couldn't put on the cape for a Tatiana Jefferson. You couldn't do that. Nope. Couldn't do it. Hell, Botham John. Couldn't put on the cape for him. Philando Castile couldn't put on the cape for him, but you put the cape on for Zack Snyder. Go ahead. Go on. Go on. We can wait. Here's the thing. And Luchasaurus just said it. Check this out. Marvel, never have you seen Marvel fans demand a cut or restore for their movies or shows. The worst we've said is, hey man, can y'all just put Daredevil and Spider-Man? Can y'all put can y'all make Luke Cage and Iron Fist into a Heroes for Hire show or some shit? Like, you don't see us out here saying, man, we want the release the Thor the Dark World, the true cut. We ain't out here saying that bullshit. Give us the first Avenger cut. I'm just saying. But here's the question I have for you, though. And this is for anybody who is, if you're one of those people who is the type to do this, to want to send death threats and bully people over a fucking movie. Okay. Where was this energy for Alton Sterling? I got questions. You know? Where was it? Yeah. Gabriela Tavares. What about them? What about them? Michael Brown, for Christ's sake. Tanisha Anderson. What about those people who? What about those people? Where's the cape? Where's the cape for them? Oh, you don't put on the cape for them because it's real. Okay, cool. Good talk. Good talk. Where's the director's cut of the 90s Fantastic Four movie? Hey, here's a real one. Hey, just where is that movie, period? Look, well, actually, no, I know where the movie is. You can go watch that motherfucker on Daily Motion. Go treat yourself. It's hilarious. Abraham, thank you for that $5 super chat. Says just showing love. Man, I appreciate you. I'm just saying, man. And here's the thing. I don't want to make people feel like, oh, it's not a worthy cause to want to see a director get a chance to direct a movie that he so passionately wanted to direct. But here's my beef. Here's my beef with that. You are diminishing the actual, like, the way that we use social media to try to enact change, to try and raise awareness. You're using it for bullshit. I mean, granted, we do use it for bullshit anyway. We use it to look at stupid cat videos, fail videos, looking at pictures of Baby Yoda, talking about chicken nuggets and chocolate milk, whatever. Fine. But what I'm saying is that you could be using the internet, you'd be using this power for good. But no, you'd rather use it for a fucking movie. Cool. Have fun with that. Have fun with that. Release the Huff Cutter and Nick Fury, Age of the Shield. Oh, Lord. Get me out of here. Give us the X-Men Apocalypse, the reshoot. Hey, okay, you know what? Since we're out here asking, can someone go back and remake X-Men the Apocalypse, but instead of having Oscar Isaacs, like, actually on camera, can we please replace him with the actual original CGI Apocalypse that they were originally going to use? Can we do that instead, please? Also, I would like to go back and restore the Roger Rabbit cut, please, and thank you. I want the cut. I want the version of the movie where Jessica Rabbit flashes the camera. Yes, that's what I want. I'm just saying. Ooh. Tubes of one preaching. This is again for the third time for the people in the back that just seem to be ignoring me. Warner Brothers is not shelling out another $250 million for more Snyder. Take your winnings and exit already. Exactly. Thank you. Please and thank you for that. Thank you for that $10 super chat, by the way. The BET presents the Roger Rabbit Uncut. Exactly. That's what I want. Hey, here's the thing. So, and actually I want to point out something. I saw somebody put this in the chat. It's actually a moment that I think was really powerful, and I think everyone needs to pay attention to. You know why no one's asking for Disney to do a goddamn thing? Maybe other than, like, something with Star Wars, who knows? Or maybe nothing with Star Wars. Because we don't have to worry about that sort of thing because Disney actually takes care of their properties for the most part. More or less. At least when it comes to the Marvel shit. I mean, think about it. We literally just witnessed on episode 2 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier commentary on black people being stopped by the police. Think about that. Think about that. Just saying. Hell, the part where the guy literally didn't know who the hell Falcon was, and his boy had to be like, "Oh, hey, this is so," and all of a sudden it's like, "Oh no, you're cool. You're one of them. You're one of the good ones." Come on now. That's not what the cop said, but he may as well have said it. But see, people ain't trying to talk about that. They don't want to hear about it. They don't want to know. They never want to know. Also, this is more of a public service announcement. This isn't so much news, but we talked about this recently. I think very recently I said that you probably will not see Black Widow on Disney Plus unless something changes, and something did. The thing that I said would probably be the catalyst for making Disney release Black Widow onto the streaming service has finally happened, and I'm not happy about that because the thing that happened is something that I wish would not happen. Some of you, if you rewind, go back to maybe 2 or 3 Blerd Caves ago, I said that that Disney was not going to release Black Widow because it costs way too much fucking money, and there's no way they're going to put that movie on a streaming service when they could make that money back in the theater when things shape up. Unfortunately, however, very recently, within the last week or so, in the United States, we had a spike in COVID cases. And that's exactly what I said would probably be the catalyst for forcing this to go to streaming services, because we have another spike. That means shutdown is going to last longer. And it also means it's going to be less safe for businesses to open in any major capacity. So that is exactly what has happened. At a time where most people haven't even gotten their full round of vaccinations for the COVID virus. So that said, the thing I said that would make this happen has now happened, and I hate being right sometimes, because that means if we had a spike in COVID cases, that means people are likely dying. And that means the number of people that already numbers over 500,000 COVID deaths is already going even higher. So, that said, for the people who wanted Black Widow released on Disney Plus, you got your wish. However, I wish it would have been under less fucked up circumstances. So I'm not excited about this. I'm not excited about this at all because of why it is happening. So, but it will be releasing in theaters and on Disney Plus same day, on July the 9th. We will get to see Black Widow finally, and it's fucked up. I hate it because, once again, having had some people close to me affected by COVID, and just people in my orbit affected by COVID, hard to be excited about it. Because it means it took people becoming infected with it, a massive amount of people becoming infected with it, to make this happen. So, sucks. That said, let's see. We got some super chats here. Trents5 says, I wonder if there was any SJW shouts from that Falcon and Winter episode. Well, Trents, it's funny you say that. Because I would say that anyone who uses the term SJW as a negative is someone I'm already not fond of. So, that said, I appreciate your $5 super chat. You have a nice day. And whatever ultimately sad little life that you lead, I feel sorry for you. I pity you. That said, moving on along. Chi-Town Dan with a $5 super chat. Says episode 1, how black people don't get loans. Episode 2, how black people interact with police. Falcon and the Winter Soldier is low-key, the secret manual on black lives. It really is. It really is. It really is. It really is. They're actually telling some commentary. That the thing is, I think what's going to be lost on a lot of people is that this is stuff that would never have probably made it into a Marvel property had it not been a TV show. This would not have been in... This isn't anything that would show up in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Would it not have been in Falcon and the Winter Soldier or Captain America Civil War. That isn't a story where they actually have more time to take to actually focus on those moments and show a little bit of commentary to show that even as a superhero, Falcon is still being treated like a third-class citizen. It's something that actual black people face on a regular fucking basis and is got to fucking stop. And honestly, sadly... You know, I always see people, you know, I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant here for a second, so I apologize, only not, because it's my fucking show. I do whatever the fuck I want. You always see motherfuckers coming to me talking about, oh, SJW this, SJW that, oh, fucking SJWs ruin everything. Well, you know what? If you motherfuckers weren't such fucking terrible fucking human beings, if you weren't such fucking shitbird fucking human beings, fucking racist, sexist, misogynist, homophobic, transphobic pieces of shit, we wouldn't have to come at you in your entertainment to teach you how to be a good person, because clearly your parents did a fucked up job. Your family fucking failed you. And if the only thing that you listen to is entertainment, which is even more evidenced by the fucking Snyder Cut, that's the only thing you fucking care about, then guess what? Will come for you in your fucking entertainment. How about that? I always see comic fans, these so-called supposed comic fans, talking about how, oh my god, SJW this, SJW that. But here's the fucking thing about that. These will be the same motherfuckers calling, you know, talking shit about, you know, supposed SJWs or whatever, but at the same time, will be the first motherfuckers to prop up people like Stan Lee. Get the fuck out of here, dude. You'll be the first motherfucker to go, oh, I'm a huge X-Men fan. No, you aren't. Because you wouldn't even get the fucking point. These people out here claim to be X-Men fans, but then turn right around and say some problematic shit sounding more like William Stryker or Graydon Creed or Henry Peter fucking Gyrick. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Swear to fucking God, dude. Fucking swear. But oh, I'm pretty sure they were in their fucking feelings about it. I'm pretty sure they were. But here's my thing. Fuck them. Because you know what? Motherfucker paid me. So, I got what I want. Who really won here? Him or me? I got small hamburgers. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Small hamburgers. I win. But anyway, moving along. I've now gotten a dose of some small hamburger. Okay, so I see. Okay, well then I tell you what. So Trent, it seems like there was a miscommunication. Were you trying to? What were you trying to say exactly? Because now I'm misunderstanding you. Apparently. Because what are you saying? You're saying was that I tell a friend of mine to watch those and use that SJW, for example, see the reactions of Jackson's in it from the last Mortal Kombat. Okay, so I'm assuming you mean that you were more wondering how, like, or how those people are responding to said episode. Probably very poorly. If there was a miscommunication, I apologize. But yeah, the way that original statement was worded was not very favorable. Mark 6884, hey, thank you for that $5 super chat. Just said chutch. Hey, sometimes you gotta go there, man. Sometimes, man. I appreciate you, by the way. Black Nito with the $5 super chat also says, Earn, those people are fans of their perception of comics, not really comics. You're speaking facts and eating baby burgers. Keep going, King. You know what, dude? This is what this is. This is it. Baby burgers. Dude, you know what? This is a lot. You know what? This is what I want to do. This is my life now. This is my life now. From this moment forward, I'm going to live my best life and eat baby burgers. And I want an ostrich who also eats baby hamburgers. No, hey, that's what it is. It was a miscommunication that led to the truth, so hey, it all worked out. You're all good, Trent. Like I said, it was a miscommunication. Sometimes that shit happens. It happens. But you know what? Miscommunication can usually lead us to greener pastures. So that's what actually happened. So it all worked out in the end. So let's keep it moving. I want to talk about a couple more things before we jump into les questions. Les questions. Les questions. Les questions. Wait, was that a White Castle? No, these are crystal. These are this. We don't have White Castles in the South, really. We do, but they're like very spread out. These are crystal burgers. Oh man, Lord have mercy. They got the little onions on the burger, like the little sautéed onions on the burger that like just beautiful. I don't even normally like onions on my hamburger. Oh god. You know that spicy chicken way. Actually, I wish I didn't get any chicken sliders, but next time, dude, they used to have these spicy crystal chicks. Dude, oh my god, I used to love those things. God, a little spice because they had the pepper. Ooh, they used to have like the little pepper jack cheese on them. Oh god, Ooh, that might be what I make. I might make my own little baby. What would it be? Like little baby chickens, little baby chicken burgers. There you go. That's what I'm gonna do. Kid's gonna love it. She's gonna flip out. She'll be like, "Dad, what the fuck?" No, my kid wouldn't say that. No, she knows better. She knows how to be like, "The fuck you say?" But no. Anyway. We got some news, more DCEU news. We've learned the DCEU has cast 2 different actors. 2 different actors for 2 completely different projects, though they are eerily related. One being Shazam, the other being Dr. Fate. Those of you who saw my video for Dr. Fate that released yesterday, it was actually supposed to come out days ago, months ago, if we're being brutally honest. But I'm lazy. What can I say? But what we learned is that actress Helen Mirren is going to be joining the Shazam sequel, Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Mirren is going to be playing a character by the name of Hespera. So, which is, for me, I'm not incredibly familiar, but I'm here for it just the same. I don't really know. I don't know if this is like some... This is basically supposed to be, this character is supposed to be the daughter of Atlas, and another character is going to be played by Rachel Zegler. I don't really know a whole heap of a lot about it, but I will say, I am hype. I am actually kind of hyped for this, because if for no other reason, here we go. If for no other reason, the fact that it's Helen Mirren, and Helen Mirren, like a fine wine, only gets better with age. Yes, I said it. That woman can still get it. Helen Mirren, till this day, can still get it. Lord have mercy. That woman is still fine. Woo! Lord have mercy. That said, we don't know much else about what's going on with this movie. It is still, if I'm not mistaken, it is still in the early stages of filming and production. This movie has been in the works for quite some time, since the success of the first Shazam movie, which honestly is one of the few DCEU movies I actually like. Largely because it doesn't take itself too fucking seriously. But that said, it's looking good. It's looking good. I'm here for it. Hopefully it doesn't suck. Hopefully not. But the movie likely will not be out until 2023. Largely because, if I'm not mistaken, the movie was originally supposed to come out in April of 2022. Actually, the movie has not started filming yet. It will not start filming until this May. So yeah, it's got a ways to go. It's got a ways to go. The movie will probably not be out yet. It won't be out until June 2nd, 2023, if that date does not change yet again. So hopefully we'll see no change there, or if anything, maybe for the better. The second one, once again, Pierce Brosnan has been cast as Dr. Kent Nelson, a.k.a. Dr. Fate, for the Black Adam DCEU movie. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. This is not the guy I originally would have picked in my video originally when I shot that video. I originally would have picked Daniel Craig is who I was originally looking at. However, I like Pierce Brosnan. I like Pierce Brosnan in this, and he's awesome. I'm looking forward to this. I want to see more on this when this movie is shaping up to be just from a casting perspective, pretty interesting. We got Aldous Hodge, a whole ass black man playing Hawkman. Yes, I'm here for it. We got Quintessa Swindell taking on the role of Cyclone, and we also know that Noah Centineo is going to be playing Atom Smasher, which I want to point out, this is actually a very ethnic cast. Well, I mean, with the exception of Pierce Brosnan, because pretty much, if I'm not mistaken, all three of the actors I named other than Pierce Brosnan, they are all people of color to some degree or another. So we knew that Dr. Fate was going to be in this movie. He was, teased a long time ago. This is almost kind of like a soft Justice Society movie, if we're being honest with each other. Don't be surprised if you see Jay Garrick or Alan Scott show up in this movie, or at the very least are mentioned or teased. But I'm here for it. Also curious to see how Dwayne Johnson's going to play this one up, because Dwayne Johnson's a very charismatic individual. That's kind of his thing, his charm. But at the end of the day, Black Adam is one of those characters who is not incredibly charismatic, at least not in the way that The Rock is. He's actually a bit more wooden than The Rock, and I wonder how Dwayne Johnson's going to play this out. Basically what I'm saying is, I think he should leave The Rock at home and just be Dwayne Johnson for this movie, is basically what I'm saying. But Pierce Brosnan, that's money. That's money right there. Like I said, yeah. Yeah, like Black Gay Comic Geek say, yeah, White Castle crystals, they're basically the same thing. To me, they are. I like White Castle, but I mean, there's not one close by, so crystals it is. All right. We got some Marvel news. We've got Hawkeye, the TV series coming to Disney Plus, is already looking at getting a spin-off series from that show. Apparently, the Native American character, who also is deaf, so you have both a Native American and handicapped superhero by the name of Echo, is slated to be in this movie. The character, who, if I am not mistaken, is going to be played by Alaqua Cox. They are saying that she is very likely going to get her own show, which honestly I think is kind of par for the course with the Disney Plus stuff. I think a lot of the shows that we're going to be seeing, I would not be surprised if those shows tend to spin off other characters who could potentially be getting their own series, so on and so forth. Those who are not familiar, this is actually the character of Echo right here. But I'm curious to see how it plays out, because from my understanding, there has been rumor that due to the success of WandaVision, a lot of people kind of posited that Monica Rambeau would be getting her own television series. But I think what's actually going to wind up happening is that she's going to wind up featuring very heavily in the Secret Invasion TV series that they're going to be coming out with. So I think there's that. I'm not really the biggest knowledgeable person when it comes to the character of Echo. Most of my knowledge of Echo actually comes from the Captain Marvel comics, where she has been depicted more often than not, especially during Kelly Thompson's current run on the character. I like the character. I think she's a good character. I don't know how she's going to be portrayed in the Hawkeye series, so it's kind of hard to say whether or not I can be absolutely positively 110 million fucking % excited about her getting a spinoff. But I can definitely say I'm excited about any character of color getting their time to shine, which a lot of people don't talk about this, but we've been getting more black characters in the MCU. We're going to be getting our first Asian superhero movie in regards to Shang-Chi. Eternals is going to be introducing, if I'm not mistaken, Kevin Feige has revealed there will be some LGBTQIA+ characters in that movie. So, I mean, we're getting a lot of those things, but now what I'm ready for, what I'm actually 100% ready for, also we are covering Handicapped with Echo. If this is actually the case, we'll be getting a Handicapped superhero that is not Daredevil. But one thing I actually am looking forward to, and a lot of people don't talk about this, but there aren't very many, Latinx superheroes in the major media. There's really not even a lot of Latinx superheroes in comics, period. But there aren't really many on media, so I'm ready to start seeing that. Like I think I've said this before. I'm ready for everybody to get their moment. I actually want to see, like the way that black people were wilding out for Black Panther when it was announced, and how we were talking crazy about all the shit we were gonna do to go see it, all this Coming to America shit. I want to see Latinx people get the same opportunity. I want to see Asian people get the same opportunity. I want to see LGBTQIA plus people get the same opportunities. I want to see everybody get that opportunity to be excited for a movie and be like, and have that same experience that I got to have seeing Black Panther. I want you guys to be able to have those experiences as well, because I feel like there's enough room out there for everybody to have representation. Representation is not a finite well. The river of representation runneth long and infinite, and there is plenty of water for all of us to hold out our hands and get a sip. So that's what I want to see. So even though I'm not as terribly familiar with the character, I am very interested in what this could possibly be. And even more importantly, I want to see more of this. I want to see more characters get their chance. Hell, give Jimmy Woo a show. Jimmy Woo deserves a show. Give him his flowers. Give the man his flowers, goddammit. Just saying. I'm just saying. Speaking of Asian representation, I know this is kind of off the beaten path. Some of you may or may not know, I actually play video games. So for me personally, one of my favorite games from last year was Ghost of Tsushima. And for someone who played and beat that game and really enjoyed it, loved it, and just really wanted more Ghost of Tsushima, it was such a great and compelling story. I loved the combat in the game, the exploration, everything that was going on in the game I thought was fan-fucking-tastic. Now, they have announced that a Ghost of Tsushima film is in development with the director of John Wick. Chad Stahelski is going to be helming the adaptation of the video game, and I know a lot of people came out of the woodwork saying, "Oh my God, who should play Jin Sakai? Who should play him? Who should play him? Oh my God, who is going to play him? Who is going to play the main character?" Everybody started bringing out all this fucking fantasy booking. They were naming people who have there were some people I saw on Twitter naming actors who weren't even Japanese. But for those who don't know, Ghost of Tsushima is a game based on an actual historical event. It's not, I mean, the game is dramatized, but the actual event of what was going on, the Mongols invading that area, that is actually a very true thing. But everybody was just like, "Oh my God!" People were naming Chinese actors. They were naming Korean actors. I was like, okay, sure, y'all go right ahead, man. Y'all keep going. But the thing I kept saying was, why not just get the guy? Why not just get the guy who actually played him in the video game? Why not just get that guy, Daisuke Tsuji? Why not just get that man to portray that character? He's already done it. He did it he did it for the video game. Why not have him do this yet again for a live action movie? It's the same guy. It's his voice, regardless. So just let him have it. Instead of like going out here and trying to pick this person and that person, so on, so on, so on, so on, so on. Like, just get this guy. He's literally sitting right here. What is he doing right now? Nothing. He's not busy. Get this guy, put him on, because a lot of the charm of the game was his portrayal. His portrayal of the character of Jin Sakai was one of the more compelling parts of the story. I mean, yes, the other characters also had really ridiculously compelling stories as well. And honestly, okay, so here's where I'm going to be kind of ugly here. Honestly, I kind of think that you don't even really need a movie, because the game was already ridiculously cinematic. The game was so ridiculously cinematic, it was not even fucking funny. Like, just, it felt like a fucking movie. It felt like a movie that I was playing. It was so much fun and great and awesome. The characters, they felt real and breathed in and lived in. But, that's neither here nor there. But, because we are America, we are want to make a movie, and that's exactly, if we are want to make a movie, that's exactly what the fuck we're going to do. We're going to make a fucking movie. Just get the guy. Just get him, please. And thank you. Don't thank me later. Let's see here. Last bit of news, and this is a public service announcement as well. This actually got talked about in the Discord a little bit, so I'm not going to spend a whole heap of a lot of time focusing on this. Basically, what you need to know is that DC Comics has changed their plans in regards to Milestone Media's physical releases. Originally, it was slated that the Milestone Returns comics were going to be digital releases and then have physical comics like released down the road. They're actually changing that. They are going to be doing same-day releases so that comic shops will actually be able to get these books in stock and satisfy their customer base who want to get physical copies of these comics and not have to wait 2, 3, 4, 5 months for them to get them. And I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, please do this. Make this a thing, please, because that was actually one of the only things I was kind of like, oh man, I really wish they just wouldn't make the physical releases be one of those things that you have to wait on. But no, they're actually going to change that. That's all turning around as of a few days ago. They've made the announcement that this is not going to be the case. The statement from DC Comics reads as such. From fans to retailers and press, the excitement surrounding the return of Milestone to DC is at a fever pitch. And DC is releasing more news about the return of the imprint and its groundbreaking characters, Static, Icon, and Rocket, and hardware. While the Milestone Returns Zero Infinite Edition is available now digitally and in comic book stores on May the 25th, the 3 series spinning out from it will now release simultaneously on participating digital platforms and in comic book stores. This new release schedule will now enable both digital and print comic readers to experience these great new stories and storytellers at the exact same time. Another thing that has also been brought up is the fact that basically what they're going to do is also offer a very, what they call, robust variant cover program for the books. So they said each series will be supported by a robust variant cover plan. The launch of Static Season 1 will include a retailer exclusive variant cover program plus a team variant by artist Olivier Coppel, and the full variant cover program details will be revealed in future issues of DC Connect, beginning with issue number 12, available online on or before April 23rd of 2021. So there you go. So we know what series we're getting. We know about Static. We know about Icon and Rocket as a series, and we also know that Hardware is going to be the other series, with more potential series to come down the stretch as things start to shape up. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking very, 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 very forward to it. This is going to be great. This is going to be fantastic. But the good news is that we will be able to get our hands on Static number 1. This will be on June the 15th. We will also be able to get our hands on Icon and Rocket number 1 on August the 10th. Or not August the 10th, but July the 27th. July the 27th for Icon and Rocket. Hardware is going to be August the 10th. My bad. So we get these books about roughly a little bit of a month apart, give or take, maybe a little more in some respects, but I'm totally here for it. I can't wait. I'm excited, and yeah, I have nothing else. Nothing else to add to that. Anyway, let's see here. And let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Un momento, por favor. One moment, please. Go ahead and start. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're actually going to get into... Let's get into our recommended reading, man. Recommended reading for this week. Man. This is a tough one. Tell you what. For the recommended read for this week, I think I know which one I'm gonna put out here. I know exactly which one that I want to talk about. For our recommended for this week, we'll get here into that in just a second. I'm gonna pull up some stuff, some things real quick. Give me one moment. Whoop, sorry about that. Almost died getting back in my chair. Lord. Okay, so our recommended for this week. Bitterroot. Number 11 by the homies. David F. Walker, Chuck Brown, and Sanford Green. This comic. Woo! Very good. I have long been a champion of the comic series Bitterroot, and it did not disappoint me this week. This is the start of a new story arc, and basically, for those of you who have been keeping up with my Bitterroot coverage, though it has been kind of sparse, because I mostly just wait till all the arcs are finished, until an arc is finished and then talk about it. Basically, what you need to know about this one is that in Bitterroot number 11, this is all fallout from Bitterroot number 10, where the Jinnu and Inzondo are like kind of running roughshod all over Harlem. When we pick this one back up, we learn a little bit more about what the state of Harlem is by this point. Like, what state is Harlem in? Can Harlem survive being overrun by Jinnu? And the answer, I think, is a surprising yes. But it's not like the way I think a lot of people expected to go down. I think a lot of people probably expected with Bitterroot number 11 for the world to be just in utter chaos and disarray, which, I mean, to be fair, it is. But the Jinnu are kind of being held back by the serum that Ma Etta Sangrier is making, alongside the former police officer Elijah. What they're making, it's able to hold the Jinnu at bay. I mean, people are still turning into Jinnu. But Jinnu that are able to coexist with normal human society. And Berg is also kind of overseeing a lot of this as well, considering that he is, for all intents and purposes, Inzondo. Which, Jinnu, for those who don't understand, Jinnu are these monsters that are born from racism, hatred, bigotry. Inzondo, and I guess maybe I should also state that in the case of Jinnu, typically only white people become Jinnu. Whereas people of color, your BIPOC people, they become Inzondo because of great grief and loss and pain and suffering is what turns them into monsters. Well, we learn in this issue, we get a lot of information about who the mysterious character was at the end of Bitterroot number 10 who came from Barzak and helped the Sangriers. We also learn a little bit more about the dynamic of what's going on between Blink and her mother after she returned from Barzak after being thought dead for so long. We learn a little bit more about why Cullen hates Jinnu so much. And we also learn that there is another side to the whole hatred coin. Like human beings aren't the only things that can be tainted by hate and suffering and turned into monsters. We learned in this comic that is exactly the case. That there's another facet of the world that can be affected by these same things that affect humanity, and it's crazy. It's just crazy. So yeah, I'm here for it. But that said, that is my recommended for the week. Let's get into, we're going to get into some questions here. We're going to do questions. Let's see. We're going to do questions here for about 15 minutes, and then we're going to switch over to Discord questions. And let me see. Do we even have... Here, what's going on here? Let's see. Okay. All right. So there we go. I'll give you guys time to get some questions in here. All right. Let's see what we got. Let's see. What I will go ahead and do, I'll scroll back and see what questions we got here, because I know I saw some earlier. Luzosaurus asks, where is Daredevil? Marvel. The Disney shows work. Give the Devil of Hell's Kitchen a shine. I think you will be seeing him in something very soon. We do know for a fact he is in, or rather the actor Charlie Cox is in Spider-Man No Way Home. I think that might be a soft setup for it. Especially considering that we're getting a Moon Knight TV show. I think it's safe to say we'll probably definitely be getting Daredevil back. I actually think a lot of the Marvel Netflix shows you'll probably see come back in some capacity. But I don't know if all of the actors will be coming back is the question. Let's see. Oh god. Sonic. I've been to Sonic. I have been to Sonic. I go to Sonic more often than not. I know what Sonic is. It's okay. I like Sonic. Though, it's one of those situations where I always have mixed feelings about the girls like riding around on roller skates. Cause I'm like, I've actually seen somebody like completely fall and bust their ass and drop my food doing that shit. And I'm just like, aww. Let's see. What's the verdict on Black Woman? or I mean Batwoman. Is it any good or not? The show is fine, but I mean ultimately they're bringing back Kate Kane. Kate Kane is going to be coming back. She will be recasted, and whether or not she will be Batwoman is a whole other story, but yeah, I don't know. This has pretty much made me give up on, you know, just the CW and their bullshit with these shows. I just can't. Let's see, what was it? Have I seen Superman and the Authority yet? Superman and the Authority. From like the comic? Or do you mean like Superman and Lois? Because if you're talking about Superman and Lois story,